What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by Merrick Health. And if you go to merrickhealth.com/RBP, you're going to see two blood panels of mine. One is a guided optimization, and the second is just a blood panel. Now, if you click on just the blood panel, you're going to get everything you need. And at checkout, you're just going to put code RBP and you'll get that blood panel for $108. So it's a small price to pay to get checked and make sure that you're trending in the right direction and you're healthy so that your body can grow and do what it needs to do while you're bodybuilding. So guys, get to merrickhealth.com/RBP or just go to merrickhealth.com and use code RBP at checkout. Get the blood panel done, get your health checked, get your hormones checked. Make sure that everything is moving in the right direction so you can keep growing and keep getting better on the way to your goals. Good afternoon, Paul Lauzon.
Hi, Fouad.
How are you?
Good. Missed you today.
You missed me.
I missed you today. I didn't see you today.
Yeah, you know what? I really want to work out, but I just I feel extra nauseous today for some fucking reason. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
Yeah, just taking on a carnivore diet still.
I would say it's more of a ketovore diet.
Are you still on plan? Haven't strayed?
No, I feel great actually.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Maybe just your body adjusting then to the diet.
I think it was a dehydration thing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sometimes I'm not aware of it, and I'm like, man, I've only drank like a liter of water today. That's like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but my level. Hi, Seth. How are you?
Hi, Seth.
Hey guys.
My level of dehydration is not the same as most people's.
Yeah, you're a big guy.
Big guy.
No. That's not why. Thank you, but that's not why I meant it.
Hey dude, if that picture of you.
Oh yeah, you like that? You like that?
You got the what is that anyways?
Yeah,
What is that?
we're
What's that
in.
called?
It's the A-OK.
Hey, okay.
Okay, motherfucker.
Uh,
You got to be feeling really good though.
well, why don't we take a look at it, Seth?
Yeah.
Let's do a physique breakdown on your Fouad.
Not everybody on the podcast is on Instagram, so we'll show them. This was my latest physique update. That's me right now. That was actually, I think, Saturday morning
HOSSTILE.com.
at 262 pounds.
You look great, Fouad, but you swear there's no touching up? Because I see something that doesn't look right to me.
What? Tell me where.
Right there.
Where?
Right around the stomach, hip area.
Where? What are you
Right
talking
there. Right where you had the cursor a second ago.
about? Over here?
Yeah. That area.
What's wrong with it?
Did you cut anything off?
Photoshop.
No, I didn't
No.
cut it.
You swear?
I swear to God.
Okay. I believe
Yeah,
you.
it's funny. I showed that picture to Paul and I was like, I think I want to post this. I go, you think I should? And he goes, the first thing he says to me, he looks at me, he goes, did you fuck with this? I go, no. I didn't fuck with it.
Didn't get goob right after you.
Yeah. Send it to Goob. Have him
Yeah.
fucking have him make sure. Ian, what's up, man? Looking fresh.
Just take a shower, you know?
Did you take a little
Hair.
did you take a little bit
Flowing.
off of the stash handlebars? They look a little less
Looks,
like
looks,
Oh, it's like to hear.
it looks more even though with the rest of the beard now. Last week it looked
Oh,
really more.
this grows in so fast when you keep
Oh.
it this short. Like I gotta shave it like every fucking day to keep it the same.
Mike, you don't use that bike, do you, back there?
No, I bought it for Kat. She used it for a month.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That
They
sounds
hang
about right.
laundry
No,
on
she uses it on and off now.
Yeah.
It stayed. It was a clothes rack for a long time.
Can you guys ride bikes like that? Like those kill my balls.
Oh yeah. I'm good for 20 minutes. That's it. I'm
I
numb.
don't know any man that can ride that bike because it's a little suspect.
Especially ones that you have to like clip in shoe like that, like where it's like your legs are too narrow, like you can't fit in it.
Like my Chota just
Yeah, it's like your fucking
No.
goose
Just-
butt.
I'm like,
so
get me
sore.
the fuck off of this thing, man.
They
Yep.
say you got to build up calluses right there.
Yeah, you know what else
And
that
you gotta break your hymen.
yeah,
Yeah, bleed all over the seat once.
you know what else that does? That is it. You know what else that does is give you fucking ED. That's the problem.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blood flow is restricted.
If
Yep.
you look up like cyclists and ED, it's like a common thing because all
Do you
of
know
your
that
all your
those like Tour
nerve
de France guys have boners the whole time? Do you know that?
do they?
if you look up endurance, like long distance bike riders, they ride with like erections half the time.
But
Why,
that
they
would go.
get
But
themselves
that would
hard
go.
first?
But wait a minute, that would go against what I just said.
I don't know. The blood gets trapped in there, I guess, too. And they
So I
get a
wonder-
fucking erection.
I
Goes
don't
into
think-
the dick. It's like squeezing toothpaste. It's like
Yeah.
Listen, what I read, and I don't know, maybe this is maybe I read it on a false website, but what I read was all the nerves that run to your dick go through your chota.
Mhm.
So if you're sitting on it for extended periods of time on a bike, that actually,
Mhm.
what's Melissa saying?
She's like Chota. I thought Chota was a short, fat dick.
No,
No, your
He's right. It is.
Chode is the area between your
no, it's
butthole
not.
and your-
Chota's
But
Chota's
that's your gooch.
no,
Yeah,
it's your
same
chota.
thing.
The chode. That's
Also
a
your
chode,
chota.
too.
You know, when I first started lifeguarding, that's what the kids would call me.
Choda?
Yeah, that's
I didn't know it. They were like 7 years old. I was lifeguarding together. They were like, "You're a fucking chota." I'm like, what's chota?
well, now you know.
Well, I found out.
Maybe you're a chola. I thought
Yeah.
So you would say a chode is a short, fat dick. A chota is the gooch.
No, listen. Chota, the stretch of skin usually furry in nature, which connects the genitals to the asshole.
Furry in nature.
But chode, listen.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Chode is a short, fat penis, wider than it is longer.
Or,
Look at Chota
or the area between the scrotum / vagina and the anus. In chode, it says as well in chode.
Huh.
Hey, look at Chota boy.
Yeah, see, it says it there for chode as well.
Wait, Chota boy, a guy who is cool as your neighbor's grundle or chode.
That dude Ron.
Wait, chota sweat, a particularly foul form of sweat generated in the chota region on a
Chota
male or
burst.
female body.
Look at
A
that.
far-
Chota
Like,
burst.
you have a very small, like a
chota-
girl's a very small space between like the
Oh,
where
wait.
she's out, right?
Wait, a chota burst, a fart that bellows toward the genitals.
You know, usually warming the scrotum.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so disgusting.
Just the ones
It's a
above.
perfect storm.
You know what I think is funny? You know what I think is fucking hilarious? Girls didn't realize that your dick and balls go in the toilet when you take a dump.
What? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Well, they don't go in the
Yeah.
water.
No,
Sorry,
they don't go.
in the water.
They breach the rim. They breach
Yeah,
the
they
rim.
breach the rim.
Yeah, they didn't
Don't
realize.
sit on the rim.
They didn't
It's
realize.
like an
that-
iceberg. It's like an iceberg. You need to below.
Okay, she knew that.
Yeah, but I went down this TikTok rabbit hole, and there's a whole bunch of women that didn't realize that your dick and balls go in the toilet seat when
Where
you
else
sit
they go?
down.
They're thinking
They're
they're
not
just
gonna
like
sit up
sitting
top.
on the-
They think you're resting on your legs, like above.
It sits on your lap like a
But
puppy.
then you would piss out the toilet.
No, like you piss and then you take it out and then you take a dump.
You got to remove it to piss.
I guess I don't know. Fuck it.
Imagine that visual.
I just assumed everybody thought that your dick and balls went in the toilet.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how funny would it be if you were sitting there with your dick and balls like above
Yeah.
yourself on your lap,
Like
and they walk in and be like,
Your
"What
dick,
is
your dick's
going
just
on?"
looking up at you. You're talking to it.
Like a lap
Your
dog.
microphone.
How did we get to this fucking place? What were we talking about?
You said the word chode.
Erections and
Oh, yeah.
Tour de France.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
bike riding.
Do cyclists
Have constant erection.
experience
Or-
No, I don't think they
Or-
all do. I think some do.
Probably young
experience
ones.
ED more than normal? The results found no clear connection between high amounts of cycling and ED or infertility. Oh, I guess it was
No?
a myth. No, I guess
Really?
it was a. I
They
guess
do
it-
cyclists get boners
Fake news.
on long runs.
yeah, look, I guess I was misinformed. Perineum pressure.
It says, yes, cycling can cause temporary or erectile dysfunction in some cyclists.
Yeah. The seat of a bike can put constant pressure on the perineum, which can damage nerves and slow blood flow.
The
Is
perineum.
perineum, is that the scientific
Perineum's
word for Chota?
Yeah.
That's the chode.
Do cyclists experience constant boners?
Yeah, it just
Mostly
goes
a
back-
myth. Whatever. Fuck
it
off.
just-
So I was telling the truth. Mike was making shit up.
yeah.
It's worth
Wishful
researching.
thinking. Wishful thinking.
Like, so I'm gonna start biking.
Okay, how I still don't know how the fuck we arrived at this entire conversation.
Mike's
You're
bike
asking Mike
behind
about
him.
that bike.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The fucking horrible. I hate that fucking bike. I would always ride the recumbent bike, and people would be like, "You're lazy," and I'm like, "I can't ride the seated bike
No, it's
because
so
it crushed my nuts.
Is that the one with the dials too for the difficulty?
yeah.
Yeah, they'll suck.
Anyway, so yeah, can I tell you something, Seth? This picture, this is the first time I posted a physique photo in 3 years.
I figured it's been a minute. I was impressed.
Like I went through me and Summer were laughing about it because I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I think I started looking back. And I'm going through my Instagram. The last one was February 2022. Everything since then has been a throwback or just something completely unrelated.
For other half naked dudes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So Ian can't call me fat anymore because I've redeemed myself.
What do you weigh right now? 220?
262.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that's heavy.
How much juice are you taking?
125 milligrams. Actually, it's funny. A very prominent pro reached out to me after I posted that picture and said, "What are you taking, man? Because I want to like just." He's retired now, and he's like, "I just want to look good." And I was like, "He probably doesn't believe me. I'm taking 125 milligrams of test a week in one shot, not like this daily shit, and 20 milligrams of Anavar a day. That's it."
Growth.
What'd you do to change your diet?
I didn't. I just yo-yo diet. So I get fat and then I clean it up for a week and then I get fat again and I clean it up for a week and it ends up looking like that.
Just kind of the pulsating.
I just
You gotta, what do you call that?
The pulsating
You gotta
diet.
keep the body guessing.
Yeah.
Keep the body guessing.
You gotta get a name for that system.
The pulsating.
Surprise
pulsating.
dieting.
Surprise dieting, yes. I don't know. I just fucking I eat and then if I feel like I'm getting fat, I stop eating. Yeah. That's right. That's like that.
It's like a teenage girl diet.
But listen, I want to be serious for a second because a lot of guys, like I think older guys, probably around age 40, reached out to me, and they're like, "Hey, you know, that's kind of how I want to look, blah blah blah, like just normal, whatever." And I'm like, "Listen, I can't give you advice because because they're asking about gear, and I'm like, first of all, it's way easier to keep the muscle that you already have than it is to build new muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't." Use me as an example because this is coming down from like I was 260 pounds on stage. So now I'm probably like, I don't know, I probably have 220 pounds of muscle maybe on me. I don't know. So like I've lost 40 pounds of muscle and that's the result. Like it's hard to be like, oh, I just want to look like that and it's hard to say like what I take or what I eat because if you don't have that amount of muscle and you only eat 3 times a day, you're not going to build that amount of muscle.
No.
I see a lot of guys in their 40s doing that. They get into bodybuilding for the first time, start working out for the first time. They get on TRT, but it's not enough. And they start chasing a little bit more. And at that age, it's probably a little risky.
Well, that's the thing I think their favorite influencer doesn't tell them. Their favorite influencer who is 45 years old is like, well, I'm just taking 100 milligrams of test a week and I'm taking whatever. And I just eat when I'm hungry or I eat 3 times a day or whatever they say, right? What they don't know about their favorite influencer that's 45 years old is he's probably been doing that for 20 fucking years.
Right.
So you can't just start at 40 and expect to have the same results as somebody who's been doing it since they were 25 years old or 20 years old.
Yeah, I mean, that's like even with me with, you know, how I still look and how I still train, like the strength and stuff I've kept and the muscle I've kept, like even with no drugs. It's like I was just a competitive pro bodybuilder 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like no drugs, like, yeah,
Right.
I've lost muscle, but like to maintain a decent amount, as long as there's still a good amount of stimulus and there's food there, I can still hold like 260 and be strong and good. Like it's not just going to disappear, you know?
Well, I mean, fuck, look at me. And it's been, I mean, the last time I competed was when I retired, it was 2020. So it's been 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I was squatting 4 plates last week.
Yeah.
That's what I squatted. I used to squat 4 plates for 10 when I was competing.
Yeah.
I just did 4 plates for 8. My form probably wasn't great, but like, you don't just lose, like, as long as you keep training and shit, you're not going to just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, like I still feel like I can train other than like my top end pressing strength, like as good as I could, you know?
How were your training sessions with Chris?
Good. We trained with this girl on this one day.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like not like a super serious workout. We like kind of did, but it was good. Did a little back and buys. And I don't think we trained another time than that. And then I trained chest, like filmed just chest with Raw on one day where I just trained by myself.
Did we talk about this last week? No, you were gone last week.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was it though? Like when you started training, did you guys like when me and Paul train, sometimes we end up going crazy like by accident. So when you got training again, did it bring up like old
we
feelings?
like push each other for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what we ended up doing is that thing on the rowing machine. If you saw
I
that,
was just going to
Yeah, I
show
saw that.
I was just going to show that right now.
yeah.
You can tell me, give me the context
Well,
afterwards.
I'm going to make a fucking call out here too, because I had a lot of people that were like, because Chris posted this on his thing, and all these CrossFit fucking
Oh no.
High Rocks boys are on there, be like,
Yeah.
I'd fucking kill that, blah blah blah. I'm gonna send a video. I haven't had one video sent to me yet of someone beating my 10 calories. So you can all go fuck yourselves. You
Okay, can you give me the context before I show the video?
Yeah.
Or do you want to watch the video first?
We were just doing a 10 calorie challenge of how fast you can burn 10 calories on a row.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw Brian Shaw doing something about this, but I think
That was 100 meters, which I did as well.
Okay, what was your
Did that
time
a while ago?
What was your time
Right?
versus Brian Shaw?
Brian Shaw was like just under 13 seconds. I did 14.5.
That's kind of slow. Well, a second and a half in race time is an eternity.
Yeah, that was my first attempt ever on a row machine. That was a good time. And then my 10 calories I did in 10, just like right around 10 seconds.
What's the record?
I don't know what the record for that is, but like that was pretty good. Yeah.
Seth, how fast can you do it?
I've never done it before. I'm gonna try it now. For
I was
sure.
thinking that too. I'm looking for a
Yeah.
road machine right now.
Yeah.
This is
Look,
the
I
fun
think-
thing
I
that
think
it's
someone-
like the functional training. This is what makes it fun because we've all trained and we're all relatively. We
Yeah.
still have that competitive edge. You can go do these things and be like, "Fuck yeah, I can throw down a little bit."
Well, especially with things that are like quick and power in nature, like that's something I've always been good at. Like if we had to extend this to 2 minutes, or I had to row
Yeah, you'd
5
be fucked.
meters or something,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But like 100 meters, 200 meters or less, or like if it's 10 seconds like that, like obviously I have a lot of power in my legs and my back and my arms, and like I can move fast. So like when it comes to something like that, I'm half decent. Look, I think there's probably guys out there that are watching this that do a lot of rowing and CrossFit that are reasonably muscular. I don't think anyone not muscular would be able to beat that. I don't
Okay,
think that's body weight, but
Let's show everybody.
Let's see it.
Show everybody your thing.
Fuck this CrossFit fucks.
Wait, do we need sound?
yeah, put the sound on.
Yeah.
What's going on with my fucking? Oh, come on! Is my fucking?
Whenever I saw you doing that, I knew it was going to happen. Well,
Yeah.
especially with Chris's stuff, I knew that there was going to be people that got all butthurt about it.
Not enough leg drive.
As far as I can get in. Chris just dying laughing.
I'm
right?
gonna assume if in a CrossFit guy, if they're watching, can correct me or Seth, maybe you know. I would assume you'd have to slide more forward with your legs so you get more leg drive out of it.
It probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't hurt. But like for me to get in that tight is hard.
Yeah.
Like my hamstring and my calf, like to get it all kind of in like that, and then have power out of that fast.
Yeah.
For me, it felt like that top half, and then just to fucking get in shallow and just fucking yank it as hard as I could felt the most powerful for me. But that was my first time. Like we didn't do any practice runs before that or anything. Like
If
that was
you were
shit I
doing,
hopped on, just gave her.
if you were doing 2,000 meters, if you were doing something like that, that's whenever like the form would be uber important.
Yeah,
Because
for
you'll
sure.
end up blowing your lower back out because 2,000 meters is like the is it 1,000 or 2,000? I think it's 2,000 meters like is the time that you do like the ski erg, the row, the bike erg. Like 2,000 meters is like I think 6 minutes is like the fucking the top of the top, the cream of the crop.
2,000 meters is the. What the fuck is that? 5 times around a track? Holy shit!
Yeah, like doing the ski erg in 6 minutes. I think there's only a couple people that have ever done it, period. And then there's a handful of people, right? I think the 6 minutes on a rower is like the standard of like top end athletes on a rower, I think.
2,000 meters. Wait, 2,000 meters in 6 minutes?
Mhm.
If I can do that, I can call myself a top athlete?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I think that I might be wrong. I could double check, but I'm pretty sure that's like.
I'll give you $100,000 if you can do that.
You know what?
I'll shoot it right now. I'll give you $100,000.
I'm gonna train just for that. I'm not gonna do anything else.
If you can get into the shape to do that, I will actually be so happy to give you the $100,000. You know? But no, I extend the challenge out to anyone. Look, there's probably some guys that are, good CrossFit-y, high Roxy guys that could beat that. But I think getting sub 10 for the 10 calories, I think will be hard for people. I think
what's high Roxy? What is that? A form of?
That's like those fucking workouts, like the circuit workouts like that.
Yeah. It's high Rox is like the fun version of CrossFit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It involves some functional movements along with running like a 1K in between 8 different movements. And like top athletes that were from CrossFit or just top functional endurance athletes do it in like an hour. Yeah. So if you do it in like an hour and a half, I mean, I would love to try one eventually, do it. And my goal would be to do it in under an hour and a half. Yeah.
What all entails in the hour and a half though? Like, what are you doing?
You can look it up real quick. It's 8 different events.
How do I spell it?
High Rox, HYROXY, I think.
HYROX. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the High Rox workout? High Rox is a global fitness race for everybody. Participants from all around the world compete in the exact same format. The race starts with a 1 kilometer run, followed by a 1 functional movement, which repeats 8 times, taking place in large indoor venues, creating a unique stadium-like atmosphere for all participants. So a 1 kilometer run, followed by 1 functional movement, which repeats 8 times.
Yeah, but just the run, there's 8 different functional movements. Like you could be pushing like a 200-pound sled. You could be doing.
Wait,
wall
balls. I got it here. Sorry, Seth.
You're good.
The workouts are as follows: 1,000 meter ski erg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the skier, yeah.
And then a run.
50 meter sled push. What do you mean then a run? You got to do that, then run, and then go back?
Yeah, there's one.
You run in between.
Oh, you got
to run a kilometer between every exercise.
Between all 8. Yeah.
So you're running 8 kilometers.
Yes.
Me and Paul would be done after the first kilometer. We'd just be
we have to start slow, Fouad.
That's the trick. If you start slow, you can run 8K.
Well, there's also teams. You can do pairs. You can do teams.
Wait, so like he can run half a kilometer and I can run half a kilometer?
Yeah. I don't know if it's that way. I think
you can do 4 reps.
Yeah.
I'm interested though.
All right, let's go. I'm not interested. This is impossible.
I sent you another. Oh, go back now.
50 meter sled push, 50 meter sled pull, 80 meter burpee, broad jump. Fuck that. 1,000 meter rowing, 2,000 meter farmer's carry. This is no. I'm good, man. Thank you.
You could do a dumbed down version on that.
100 meter sandbag lunges, 100 wall balls. Fucking.
We'll just reduce everything to 10 meters.
Yeah,
and then we'll do it.
Wait, we're 50 years old. We got to do within our limits at first.
There's probably 50-year-olds that do this.
Oh yeah, but they don't start with that though.
No, but I don't think. Listen, I don't think. How much time do you want? A year?
Maybe. To be ready for that?
If I said to you, Paul, I want you to do that, how much time do you think you'd need to do it?
6 months.
Okay, I'll give you 6 months.
What are you laughing about?
There's no way you.
There's no way. We both know there's no fucking way you're doing it.
You don't think I could do that in 6 months? Well, but do what though exactly?
It doesn't matter.
The whole thing.
It doesn't matter what time you get. You're not even going to complete it.
I don't think you could complete it.
No.
How long is a kilometer run approximately? How long would that take me?
Yeah,
I know, but I'm trying to figure out how long would that take me? How long would that take me at a brisk
I've
pace?
seen you run. It would take you 11 minutes.
That's a lot between every exercise.
You get shin splints, man. Fast.
My feet. Yeah.
So you're doing like an hour and a half of running alone, just at your speed, at least.
Yeah.
Plus, then with all those 100 meter of like the rowing, the 1,000 meter rowing, 1,000 meter ski, 100 meters of lunges with the sandbag, the sled push, the sled pull.
So how about this?
Okay.
If I can run on a treadmill for 10 minutes at a brisk pace in between all 8 exercises.
Wait a minute.
No, you have to run for 1 kilometer.
You're not.
How about just do 10 minutes?
You're not changing it. You got to do the fucking. You said you could do it in 6 months.
Dude, it's a 0.6 miles.
Yeah.
6 miles.
Dude, you said you could do it. Now you're
do kilometers.
Listen, you said you could do it. Now you're saying you can't. Just say you can't. Just agree with me when I first said I couldn't do it, and say I can't do it either.
If I really set my mind to it, I could do it, but I don't know if I want to.
Well, how much incentive? How much incentive do you need?
Well, what are you offering?
Whatever you want.
Money talks.
I will give you money. I swear to God, I will.
I'll chip in.
I'll
And
take your money.
I'll chip in, and we'll buy you a new car.
I bet you.
I'm not a car guy though. I
bet
appreciate
you-
that, but I'm not a car
We'll
I'll
guy.
buy you
you,
something you want.
We'll buy you enough weed for a year.
No, I'm trying to quit that. I think.
Listen, I bet you if we started to GoFundMe,
Get 100 grand in.
all the fans would get involved to see you.
I'll put $5,000 in that just myself.
I'll put $5,000 in myself too.
What's the pace I got to run at?
Whatever
have to
pace you
run
want.
1 kilometer.
You have to
You
run 1
just have to
kilometer.
finish it.
Yeah,
You
we
just have
said.
to finish it.
Yeah, we told you there's no time limit. We just want to see you do it.
Can I think about it?
Yeah.
I want to try running a kilometer first and see what that feels like.
You've already done it.
If you run
We used-
1 kilometer, that's
we used
1/8 of it.
Were we running kilometers before?
We were running 1 kilometer. Yeah.
That took us about 10 minutes roughly.
Yes.
I could do 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
but
have to do it in between.
8 more
I know.
times.
I know. But now, and what's the exercise? Like, what am I doing? Just one set?
You
No,
got to
it's
do
what
the
they are.
here. You got to do this.
This guy, did he even fucking listen?
Where have you been?
A 1,000 meter on the skier, 50 meter sled push, 50 meter sled pull, 80 meters burpees, burpee broad jump, 1,000 meter rowing, 200 meter farm carry.
Is the skier the fucking pull down thing like this?
Yeah.
But I got to be
Okay.
honest with you. 50-meter sled push, 50-meter sled pull doesn't seem hard at all.
No, but like doing 80 meters of burpee broad jumps, bro,
Yeah.
that is so
Yeah,
hard.
You're fucked.
Is
Yeah,
it?
you're fucked. Yeah.
Getting into
Yeah, I don't know what that
burpee
looks
and then
like.
broad
And
jump-
a 200-meter farmer's carry is fucking long.
yeah, man. And then the 100 meters of weighted lunges, like you know,
Sandbag lunges. Yeah.
at
I
near
think
the
it's
end.
55 pounds.
Paul, that's 3 football fields. You got to walk 3 football fields with a 100-meter.
See, that's the context I
It's
need.
not 3
because-
football fields.
Yeah, a meter is 3 feet. Oh no, wait. I'm
No.
sorry. A yard is 3 feet. I apologize.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a meter is about a yard. So
Yeah, like a football field's like 80 yards, right?
yeah. So it's like a little over 1 football field, I think.
1.5. Yeah.
Yeah, over 100
Oh.
meters.
That's long.
But
With a sandbag.
that's with a sandbag on your back
55.
doing lunges.
After you've done all that other stuff,
Yeah. That's like
your heart rate's probably at 180 at this point, at least.
that's
Oh.
the seventh. That's the 7th
Outstanding.
exercise.
Yeah.
What do you think,
I
Paul?
thought it was like, I do a set of bench press, I do a set of curls.
All right. You know what? Since we're talking about Paul, I have something I want to ask you guys. Let's see if you guys think this is weird or not. I'll cut this out if you want, Paul. I don't think it's that embarrassing.
What? What do I care? What do I care anymore?
So I'm sure you guys are just like Paul and myself. If you like a pair of pants, you may have more than one pair.
I'm going to go upstairs and get all 3 pairs for you right now and show you.
Okay.
You
Glenn, he thinks I wear the same pants every day.
Don't ruin it. So if you like a pair of pants, you may have more than one pair, like especially sweatpants, right?
Sure.
Right. So Paul would come to the gym every day wearing these hostile black relaxed joggers. And I know, like, I have a pair too. I love wearing them. He comes to the gym every day wearing them. And I'm like, Paul, and listen, this was an issue when we first started training together. He
That's
came to the
different.
gym.
That's a different
Listen,
issue altogether.
When we first started training together, he'd come to the gym in the same pair of pants. And I'd be like, Paul, you're wearing the same pair of pants you wore yesterday.
They were
He's like,
mesh. I'd wear them 2 days in a row.
and he would say to me, they're still clean. I'm like, you wore them yesterday. They're not clean.
They were mesh. I'd wear them 2 days in a row.
So we had to have a talk about like hygiene. So he started
We have to have a talk about hygiene.
Talk about it.
So fast forward 25 years, and he's wearing the pants every day. And I'm like, Paul, you're wearing the same pants you wore yesterday? He's like, no, I got 3 fucking pairs. I'm wearing different. This is a different pair of pants. I'm like, okay. But then he explained the sizing thing to me. He's got a pair of medium, large, and extra large, and they're for different events.
Well, different body parts.
What?
No, they're for different. He said to me,
Well, the extra large I wear for just
he said, I wear the extra large when I'm going out.
yeah,
I wear-
going out to like somewhere where I don't wear jogging pants.
I wear the large when I'm training legs. Is that what it? And you wear the medium when?
Arm day.
Don't
You fit
understand.
in a medium pair of pants?
Yeah, what the
I'm
That's
embarrassed
kinda
to
where I
say.
was
I'm
at.
embarrassed to say these pants are oversized though. Like a large is actually like a
sure.
double X.
They are a little bit oversized. They're a little.
What size do you wear, Fouad? XL?
Yeah.
I have an XL too.
Listen, I'm just-
But you fit in the medium.
but you guys are missing the point.
Filling
The
that
relaxed
medium out
fit.
though.
The relaxed
Just
fit.
because you own a size 17 pair of shoes doesn't mean you fit them. You
They
know?
make my legs look big.
On arm day. On arm
Yeah.
day.
One day.
But you guys, you're missing the fucking point. Why does he have 3 different sizes?
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you why. Because I ordered a pair. The first pair I ordered were extra large. I thought they're a little big, so I ordered another pair of large.
Oh,
and then you gave me a pair of medium. So
okay, now it makes sense. You could have just said that because I've been
I
confused.
did. You don't listen to me. You just keep telling me I'm wearing the same pants every day.
I mean,
I have a pair of Gym Reapers pants, like black joggers, that I have like 6 or 8 pairs of. So like I wear those all the time. But
yeah,
it's
that's normal. Yeah, that's normal. It was the sizing discrepancy that threw me off.
I go between 2X and 1X.
Yeah,
that's usually where I hang out. Like my sleep shorts, I'll wear 2X.
Yeah, but it was the way he explained it to me. He was like, the XL's for going out, the largest for legs, the medium, and I'm like, what is this fucking system you have going here?
It was an unintentional system that developed.
All right. Anyways, we have a little bit of a drama with Nick Walker and Regan because Regan was on my podcast last week and he was saying that he was going to beat Nick. So I figure we should talk about this because it's interesting.
Yeah, a few things to talk about, yeah.
Seth, I want to ask your opinion because I know you're a big Nick fan.
Mm-hmm.
But Regan's put on like 20 pounds this year, so I don't know how the fuck he's going to look.
With Boss too.
Yeah, and he's with Stefan, and who's got a good track record, obviously. So, what are your thoughts on these two? Because basically, what Regan said, and I'm paraphrasing, he's like, Nick's going to have to go to California to get his qualification for the Olympia. And what he was implying by that is Martin's going to beat him in Pittsburgh, and Regan's going to beat him in New York, and then Nick's going to have to go to California to get that pro card, or that qualification for the Olympia. So, how do you feel about all this?
I think that the Pittsburgh is going to be where he's going to face his biggest adversary, which I believe is Martin. So I believe that he is going to have to do New York.
Do you think Martin's good? Are you saying Martin's going to beat him?
I think Martin can beat him. I don't know if he's going to, because that Nick update there, he looks pretty good. Yeah. I'm excited for his physique. His legs look thick.
Yeah.
Like that's him at 300 and that's
he's
him
big. I saw him this week. I trained with him this week, and he is big for sure.
Yeah. So there's no doubt.
I don't think Regan's going to beat him. But I do think Regan's going to be much improved. We're only going to have to find out. But Nick's still one of the top competitors in the world.
Can I interrupt for 1 second? Sorry, Seth. I think he's finally figured out the front lat spread too.
Yeah, that looks way better.
This looks pretty good on him.
Hey, Kyle, his coach. I really like Kyle. I like the way, like the other athletes that he's prepped, the younger guys. This is Kyle's first massive athlete. But I think he's going to bring him in shape. I think his waist is going to be much improved. This is, all speculation and excitement. I'm a Nick fan, but I do think that Nick is going to look top tier this year.
I think people are counting out Nick because he had a bad showing his last showing, and then he hasn't been at the Olympia for 2 years. So people forgot what he could look like when he's 100% on.
And as a big fan, and as fans of the sport, they're allowed to say "fuck you, Nick." It's kind of that thing where Nick can regain his fucking upper echelon status. So I'm excited for it, but I don't know if Regan's going to be able to beat him. I'm not sure. I hope he gives him a run for his money because it'll be good for the sport. But I think that it's going to be Martin and Nick in Pittsburgh.
Regan's not in Pittsburgh. Regan's going right to New York. Yeah. So, Regan will have to wait for Nick to do New York to meet him there. But this is Regan's latest. I mean, from the back, Regan hangs with anybody as long as he's in shape.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know if anybody beats Regan. I mean, maybe obviously Nick's arms are better from the back, but hamstrings, calves, back, all of it is world class to me.
Oh, for sure.
Like there's nothing missing there. From the front,
tag with P2 or with Patrick in there. He's not with Patrick.
I don't know. From the front is a little bit different story. Chest is a little bit smaller, but Nick's chest is also not massive. His legs probably need to fill in a little bit still in the middle, but Nick's legs also aren't a strong point. So I'm like, it's kind of a close matchup. Paul, what do you think?
I think Regan can definitely beat Nick. I think if he's put on enough size since the last time he's been on stage. But yeah, I think because of that shape, it'll take him far, and he's not missing anything. Nick's going to be thicker for sure. But it's going to be a matter of Regan's aesthetics versus Nick's, size difference.
I don't care who's doing better than me. I'm not in competition with anyone else.
He's thick, dude.
Yeah, he looks great from the back. I think he looks great from the front too. I think just in the past, maybe his quads need to come up a little bit more. But haven't seen him in a while. He's got a great frame. I can see him taking out Nick.
Those are some just absolute god mode lat insertions, eh?
What, Ian? What do you think?
I think to say he'll be that improved to beat someone like Nick, I think is a tall order. I mean, that's jumping up to being a top 5, top 6 Olympian, which to make that change this deep into your career in 1 season, 2 seasons, I think is tough.
Can I ask you something before you go on? Sorry. He was 9th at the Olympia 2 years ago, so it's not a huge jump.
That's true, actually, yeah.
And if he has put on the 20 pounds that Stefan says he has, and Regan he said last time he was in that shape in the offseason he was 280. So he's assuming he's put on 20 pounds, so is Stefan. So
they think he'll be like 270, 280 on stage. Because like he was competing before at like 250, 260.
Well, I can see that just because of his structure and height. Like I could see him being 270 on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, Nick is going to be very, very tough to beat in like a side chest, a side tricep. I don't think Regan can beat him.
Agree.
I think in the front shots, I think Nick's muscularity, like a most muscular, is going to be very overwhelming.
Right.
I think in a front lat or front double, maybe Regan's aesthetic could take him over the top, but Nick is still very dense. He's got gigantic arms. And then from the back shots, yeah, Regan is very, very good, but Nick is very gnarly. I don't see... Look, I like Regan. I like Nick. I don't see that that's enough to pull ahead of someone of Nick's caliber. If Nick is in good condition and if his waist is in reasonably, like if it's good, I don't think it needs to be at his all-time best, but it's good. It's in tight. His conditioning is excellent. I don't think Regan can do that now.
Mike, thoughts?
I just hope that I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to go on a limb on that. Just like I kind of agree with Ian's points, but I just hope that with him being with Boss Regan, that he's somehow figured out how to keep that fullness and size when he gets on stage.
Well, we touched on that.
That seems to be like I've trained Regan before and I've been around Regan. I'm not the biggest fan of Regan, to be very honest with you, but I'll be critical for the show.
Thank you, Mike.
He's a nice guy. I mean, he's got a nice shape and he's got awesome physique, but he's just like, his work ethic is fucking diminished when I've been around it. So you can see why the quality isn't there. Whereas the fluff looks good before and it looks crazy and bubbly and round and all that stuff. And then it gets on stage and it kind of narrows out.
So,
and I think that'll happen. I think that's still going to, I think from what we just looked at, I think that's still going to happen with the legs, especially from the front and the side.
So I think you could be right. I touched on this with Stefan and Regan when he was on the podcast last week. And I said, Regan has a problem where he gets to like 270 and you're like, oh, if he gets to 260, he'll be shredded. But then when he gets to 260, he looks the same as he looked at 270, but just smaller. So I told him when he was on the show, I said, you kind of have this issue where you just keep your fat content and muscle content kind of goes together and you don't actually just get that really thin skin, hard look. And Boss touched on it in his thoughts on it, and I'm going to go way out on a limb here because he didn't say specifically, but he said basically that Regan carries a lot of water in the muscle, and that when you're dieting, that water disappears, and it's hard to see what's left because there's so much water in the muscle beforehand. I'm going to guess he was talking about insulin protocols, seeing as Regan was working with Milos, but that's just my guess. Like that was never said. I'm just assuming.
Even that, I do believe that, even if we're taking insulin out of the equation before he worked with Milos, because you've always seen like Regan's that guy that like we kind of like have the, like how we have Palumboism, we have like the Regan off-season face, like that just moon face, like big face, which like he always has gotten the off-season, whether he was with Milos or not, and that's like a pretty indicative thing of like holding a lot of water. So I don't want this to be a Milos thing. That was just me like speculating. Yeah, I just think I agree with his sentiment that he is a guy that just holds a lot of water, whether it's
in the
in his
muscle or
face
not.
in his
Yeah.
muscle or wherever
Yeah.
it is, I can definitely see that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you
yeah.
diet, obviously, as that comes down, that water is going to be expelled, you know, especially as carbs get lower, you're going to retain less. Like, you know, if you introduce diuretics, like all this stuff, that's going to get less and less and less. That's where I could see that the devolumization really especially starts to happen, you know, when you introduce AIs at a high level the last 4 or 6 weeks and like all that kind of stuff. I could see that really making a big
You almost
difference.
wonder if it's better as his coach, not that we know what he's doing, is like to keep him, to not push that condition and to keep him full and just try and shrink wrap him at the end, like just pull him in tight. Do you know what I mean? And like keep that fullness, sacrifice some of that like etching that might happen or fucking whatever, but just keep him full and fucking crazy looking, so that overcomes any type of shortcoming with the conditioning. Because if that bubbly Regan shows up on stage with lats hanging and all this shit and he starts hitting shots, everyone wants to see that, especially if it's like shrink wrapped. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so 2 things on that. One, I think they've tried that before and he just couldn't get in shape enough.
Yeah.
Like he showed up big, but he just couldn't dial it down enough, so it didn't matter. The second thing is what Stefan said is he feels that this offseason they've actually put on real tissue instead of just that water volumization. So he thinks when he comes down this time, he'll end up holding more of that tissue than it just being water in the muscle. So I guess we have to just wait and see. And then I guess we'll have to place our bets based on what Boss was saying or based on his history.
If he can figure it out, though, Regan, with his frame, you know, the way the sport is kind of going to more the bigger guys with shape, if he can figure it out and he can add enough muscle to that frame, he's going to be dangerous.
Well, I asked him that. I said to him, I said, you know, do you feel good about your potential moving forward because of the way the league has kind of changed in placing more emphasis on aesthetics? And he said, and look, I don't know if, you know, some guys just tell themselves this thing or they may be saying because he's on a podcast live, but he's like, I think I can win the whole thing. Now, can you compare with Samson? I don't think so. Maybe in a couple of years, who knows? It depends how big he gets, but like he does have the frame for it. Like he's got enough real estate. Like his structure
and the shape.
Yeah, his structure is very wide. He's got a good X frame. Like if he can fill it out, I wouldn't say. I mean, look, I said this on the podcast with him too. Jay Cutler said this a long time ago when Regan turned pro. Jay was like, "This kid can be Mr. Olympia."
Regan has had the most potential out of many pros over the past several years.
Mm-hmm.
We've all seen it, his structure, his shape. It's all there. It's, you know, it's the stringing it all together. Right. It's stringing together the look, the training, the work ethic, figuring out the diet. Like there's all levels to it, and I think he's always had the most potential to do so, just because of that crazy fucking taper from shoulder to waist and being 300 pounds now. It's like, all right, let's take a look. Let's see what happens.
I think it's everything you said, Seth, but I think it's also filling in the gaps. Like because his structure is so big, he's left with a lot of gaps when he's standing on stage.
Well, you got and remember, whenever he went down to that, you know, down to that 260 range, his arms were not nearly as full as they should be. Yeah. So it's something that we see now. His arms look much improved, and it's kind of like, let's see if you can get dick skin shredded at that weight.
I still feel like his arms may be an issue, though, especially standing next to somebody like Nick.
But with that shape, and if it's filled out enough, I don't see that being a huge hindrance to him.
I kind of tend to agree with
pretty big.
The arms look really impressive because the delts are impressive.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
You know what I mean? Like if you were to not look at the delt and look at the arm, it's a very like the right arm is obviously massively bigger than the left for some reason, but
in a lot of ways, especially from the front, it's very Kuklo-esque, eh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see that.
Same kind of structure.
Yeah.
Height. The quads
Dude, he's big as fuck.
desired. Obviously, he's got a better back than Kuklo, but
look, I think the only reason any of us are not giving him a little bit more of a push is just because we know the type of condition and density that Nick has, and that's the wow factor.
Oh, we're talking about, that's what we mean. We're Nick from behind, like before his showing last year at New York where he bombed and he still won the show. Nick from behind is still rock hard, nasty.
And from the side.
The side too, for sure.
Actually, and people watching this get pissed off when I say it, but because he hasn't been in this condition in so long now. But I remember New York Nick, and Arnold Nick when he came out, and his abs had such a thin layer of fucking skin on them that it was like they were just etched like blocks.
Mhm.
And he took a weakness, which is his thick waist, and actually made it a strength. Like your eyes were drawn to his waist, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
So like if they can get back to that, which some people obviously get, that's why they get mad at me for saying it. They're like, he's never going to get that back. And I'm like, I don't know. You never know. Maybe with the right
New coach, new plan.
new coach, new plan. You never know. Anyway, so how does Martin fit into this mix? Does Martin beat them both?
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think so.
Ian, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I said potentially. I mean, Martin's. I think Martin's just gonna. I think look, Nick definitely wasn't his best last year, and he still beat Martin. But I think Martin's trajectory is like he's improving at a pretty rapid rate. I think they've got things figured out. Him and Stefan have a pretty good system. So I don't know. I think that'll be a good matchup. I think the thing with Martin is he doesn't really like lose any poses by much to anybody. He's kind of like good from every angle, He's good from the back, side, front, he's good from everywhere. And if you're going to make a case for him being like somewhat the weakest in some shots, it would be his like front double and front lat, which are Nick's weakest as well,
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? We broke down their physiques together, like while Martin and Stefan were on the show. And basically I came to the conclusion, and I think they kind of agreed, that it was really just Nick's delts and arms that were bigger than Martin's. Everything else is
Martin definitely has better quads. He definitely has a better midsection.
Yeah. I said hamstring. They didn't agree with the hamstring. Back is, dude, when I pulled up the photo, I mean, photos are photos, so you don't know for sure. But when I was looking, their backs, chest, quads, like Martin's got them in the quads. I felt like hamstrings kind of go to Nick a little bit.
Nick's are bigger, but Martin's get really fucking dialed.
The most glaring difference was Nick's delts cap off a little bit more from the front, like when they're standing relaxed, and his arms are just, the shape of them is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but then you got Martin's waist.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's like if you're talking about preference, that's one thing. But if you're talking, we were just talking about body parts. Because I think I said something like he was bigger, and Stefan's like, well, he wasn't really bigger. So I pulled up the photos to look, and they actually isn't bigger. Like they're body part for body part. They're pretty similar, other than the delts and arms. So
Martin's rear double bi and Martin's most muscular are two very shocking shots.
Yeah.
They are like, because that most muscular he hit on Saturday night at the Olympia, Martin's most muscular was wowing.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, that's why I'm excited to see Nick, because like this is Nick's going to show up. I strongly believe that he's going to show up for this. So that's why I'm excited, because I think Martin, a fresh Martin, is going to be very difficult to beat.
I think Nick probably does his best work when he's being shit talked. So I suspect, because people are like kind of giving him a lot of shit, he's gonna bring something special.
Yeah.
We also have Vito.
What's he doing?
Who's laughing?
He's another freak.
He's doing Pittsburgh. He's doing Pittsburgh. This is 133 kilograms of what? 290 pounds or something like that. Like, he lost to Martin by 1 point. So I don't know. Like, that's another one. Like, how does Vito do against, if Martin does beat Nick or vice versa? Like, does that mean Vito's third? Is it second? Like, where does that put Vito?
Vito could compare very well with Nick.
Well,
he's improved.
God.
Well, he's got a better waist.
Yeah.
Quads. He doesn't quite have the same back as Nick, but he's still very good.
Quads.
Yeah, Nick will be better from the back, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That looks fucking improved too. Like, fuck, man.
A back lad, he can hang with Nick, but a back double, he can't.
Wonder if he's got one in here. No. Look at the fucking quads on this guy. It's just wild. So where does he place then?
Do you do New York too?
For sure. Yeah.
I'm assuming he's gonna just roll through them. Like, he's not gonna come from Russia just for Pittsburgh. Like, it would make sense for him to go to New York.
I mean, he came down just to Detroit, but
yeah, but that was away from the rest of the shows, right? I'm assuming if he's flying into Pittsburgh, they'll just stay the extra week. and do New
You got a
York.
good lineup shaping up for Detroit.
What's that?
You have a good lineup shaping up for Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit's going to be like a mini fucking Arnold. We got William Bonac, James, Carlos, Justin Wyatt's doing his pro debut, Ron Gordon, Aaron Gawley.
There last year.
Huh?
Ron looked awesome there last year.
I think he looks bigger this year in some of his updates. He looks pretty fucking crazy. And then I think I'm forgetting somebody too. There's one or two more guys, but yeah, it's going to be a good fucking show.
And you'll get more.
Yeah. And then I probably just make the announcement now. I don't care. Wesley Vissers is coming.
To compete.
Wesley Vissers is coming. Yeah, he's coming to compete in Detroit. We already have like 10. We already have like 10 classic guys signed up. So Wesley's the biggest name of the bunch so far. Well, I don't even know if there's anybody bigger because I don't think Urs or Ramon is coming.
I'm sure some guys from the Arnolds will jump.
Yeah, maybe somebody from the Arnolds will come, like Michael DeBoule or something will come. But I know Wesley's coming, so it's gonna be a good show, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good fucking show. I'm happy. Second year, like stepping things up,
growing.
So, I wanted to take a look at this real quick too before I forget. Ian, you did this while you were away as well. That I thought was fucking hilarious.
Oh, this, yeah.
Oh, this was awesome.
Going over our Super Savage 6P. It's one of our newest products from Raw Nutrition. Today we're going to be giving Ian a big old scoop right here. I got so it's got, let's see. It's got 6.4 grams of beta-alanine, 6 grams of L-citrulline, so you're going to be seeing a great pump.
Did he say 6.4 grams of beta-alanine?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he said
that's disgusting. Like you're gonna itch your face off. Yeah.
That was so fun to film, man. I don't even know how it we were sitting in the office watching, like someone was watching the video and I was like, man, we should do this. This would be fucking fun. We were
you didn't tell them what video. They were doing McDonald's?
Yeah, they were. It was some video of some guys eating McDonald's in like a panel van around a table, like 6 of them in a fucking table. And then we're like, can we do this? And then we're like kind of joking. I'm like, yo, let's actually fucking do this. And then we're like, all right. So then we filmed a vlog for it. There's going to be like a 10-minute vlog where we like went to Walmart and like got all the shit and like fucking tried to outfit this van. Cause the van had like fucking metal shells and screws coming out the walls. And we're like, yo, we're going to get fucking killed in this thing.
Impaled.
We went and bought like air mattresses that we like kind of just semi-inflated just a little bit. So it wasn't like too big. And then we got these fucking chairs and the fucking pink helmets and shit, like.
So you got.
We just sat in the back with like on these little chairs and tried to mix pre-workout and Buddy just fucking, And then we had it actually filmed on like a real camera too. That was just the cell phone videos.
1 second. Why won't this play?
But that was fucking fun, man.
Anybody get hurt?
No, nobody got hurt. No. But it's crazy like how little you actually have to fucking drive crazy to really throw someone around back there.
I'm sure.
Like we were just driving in a parking lot and the guy was just fucking, swerving around. We got fucked back there,
You got the paddy wagon ride.
Yeah.
Look.
1 sec. Why won't this work? Oh wait, I think I got it. So they're eating a Thanksgiving dinner in the back of a van.
This is the one that we thought was.
What? Is that all you got? Thank you. What? I'm standing up, you bitch. Oh, I lost my biscuits. Oh, there we go.
Anyway, that's where you got the idea from.
Yeah, video of that. And then we're just like, yo, let's actually fucking do this. So then it was like a spur of the like last minute thing. Like this wasn't planned in like our video stuff for the week. We just like we'd filmed another video in the back of that van doing like a Dr. Bum one because they made like a Dr. Pepper version of the Bum Energy. So we were like making one because it's an ambulance on the outside. And then we're like, yo, this would be fucking funny. So we just like got the shit and ripped.
Can I ask you something? Did you actually get to make a shake and drink it? Like, did you actually get it done while the thing was moving?
Well, you saw him. You got some scoops in the bottle. You should have seen. We also opened like random tubs and just kind of placed them everywhere. Yeah. So like when it was going, shit was flying everywhere. By the time, man, the entire floor was just like powdery muck, like wet disgustingness everywhere. It was fucked the inside of the van. That was like 10 seconds driving, you know?
That's all right. It's totally worth it. It's a great fucking.
It was so worth it. So fun.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have to cover, Ian? You said there's more stuff to cover.
Did you talk about the Patrick Moore?
We talked about it a little bit on the last podcast. I didn't want to touch on it too much because people are like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of, I don't know the story. Go ahead. Tell me what the story is.
I don't know the story.
Well, I know he fucking laid somebody out. I know, I know that.
That's all I know.
But I also know that his buddy. Listen, I think the fact that his buddy jumped in is fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
The guy, not Patrick's buddy. For anybody who hasn't seen it, let's see if we can show it real quick.
Patrick was just reaming on that guy on the fucking ground too.
So this is a short clip of it. We were fighting for a little bit before this, but this is the last punch. Patrick hits him, he goes down, and this guy is this guy's buddy. And I think it's kind of a bitch move. He comes in and punches him, like after the fact. I could see maybe jumping in to like pull him off, but he actually like punched him, which is kind of fucked up. So anyway, what do you want to talk about though? I don't really know what happened.
I didn't know if you talked about it or if you knew the story or anything.
No, I don't know what happened. There's a bunch of different fucking shit flying around. Seth, did you see it?
I saw that video and I was like, oh, looks like there was a scuffle and Patrick knocked him in the face. And then I saw on RX Muscle, I just saw the post and it was, everybody has their 2 cents about it, getting their clicks or whatever from it. And that's where I saw that guy punched him. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
That his buddy came over and cracked him while he was on top of him.
It's got to be embarrassing though when you call somebody on and then they lay you out.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah. Like if you're going to call somebody on, then you have to win. So good for Patrick. It's, you know what? He's lucky though. 5 weeks out. It's not hard to fucking tear a bicep throwing a punch.
Oh, I saw that video.
Yeah. Like that's a lucky thing for him to get away with that and not have any injuries or anything. So, but good for him for taking care of business. All right. What else? We're going to go to the Arnold. Any new Arnold updates that we need to talk about?
Carlos Thomas has a back.
Yeah.
You said it like you didn't have one before.
Well, we were, I never said it. Maybe you had it a couple times.
You just, I'm pretty sure you just said it.
No, I said he has one. Just because of the way I said it, making me look like an asshole.
Where the fuck is the update for that?
We didn't post it. It was on I think the Bodybuilding Without Borders.
Patrick posted, I think, on his story, but I don't know if it's on his grid.
Let me see here. Is Lee Priest making a comeback? We can talk about that real quick too.
Oh yeah, the new
trolling the pro card rules,
Lee Priest got his pro card 2025. That's it. Now everybody's posting Lee Priest footage.
That fucking video is nuts.
Look at him, 23 years old. Eh?
23.
Look at the fucking arms on this guy.
It's one of the best arms ever, right?
Is there any better arms than that? I mean,
$23.
Jeez. Did he turn pro at 19?
No, actually, that's not even true, Paul. I think he turned pro like at 17. They didn't let him.
He got his pro card. That Dagger Falls, they gave him his pro card, right?
No, I know, but I think the story goes, I'm sure Lee will correct me, but I'm pretty sure the story goes like he got his pro card like 2 years in a row before they actually gave it to him.
Oh, really? In Australia?
Yeah, he was like too young. I guess he was too young or some shit, and they're like, they wouldn't give him his card. I'm sure someone will correct me and tell me the exact story, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that because I know.
Fiction's so fucking sick, too.
That is
Jeez.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Remember how fat he would get in the off season?
I loved it.
It was awesome.
That was what I would use that as my safety net. Every time somebody would say, "Oh, you're too fat," I'd be like, "Look at Lee Priest."
Crazy.
Yeah. Is he going to make the actual comeback, or do you think he's just fucking with everybody?
I think he's just fucking with everybody.
All right. Well, we'll see. I think he's fucking with everybody too. Where the fuck is? What's his
That's
name?
too far down.
Carlos?
Yeah, I know. I
Check
saw
Patrick.
it. I know. I saw it too.
I didn't see any back shots. I just saw his new front shots.
No, there was a close up of his back. There it is. Boom. I mean, you can't really tell because it's too close to really be able to see, but there's definitely some thickness there. Maybe not in the lat itself, more so in the center of the lat, like the erector area. Thoughts? Anybody?
Great.
That's it.
Better. It's better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Because I used to think.
I find back double is always like the great revealer, but this is a very impressive back lat for sure.
Back double is the one that shows like if your back is you can hide a lot. You can hide a lot.
Yeah, because like once you lift your arms up, like someone like Akeem, it's like it looks a lot different than his back lat, you know?
Yeah. Any other updates from anybody that we gotta look at?
There's some front shots from Carlos. His legs are starting to look a lot harder.
Yeah, let's take a look. Where?
Oh, they're below it there.
What do you mean?
They close that.
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Yeah. This doesn't overly impress me. Well, wait, let me rephrase that. Everything about fucking Carlos is impressive. I feel like he's leaning too far back here.
That's what I think too. He's kind of elongating the abs a little too much.
Well, because what I see is like he's making his shoulders kind of disappear.
Yeah.
Instead of creating more of a 3D look. Like he needs to pull his whole body forward.
I agree.
You see this, like you see the different, like the shoulder cap, then the bicep cap. It looks very 3D-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
I got to say something here too, because
go ahead.
He looks awesome here, and I think this is a top level bodybuilder. But people write comments like he looks 5 times better than the current Mr. O. Like, bro,
let's take a look at
fuck down.
Yeah, I mean,
Bot.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's normal, Ian. I mean, people look.
What a wild thing to say.
I would post progress photos, and people are like, "You look like Mr. Olympia," and I'm like,
I know.
You know, like that's a normal thing. I think if people are just fans of someone.
Completely outlandish to say that about you.
I saw it on your post a couple times. I was like, I don't know.
Equally as outlet. Well, no.
I'm like, that's a stretch.
Slightly less outlandish than you.
All right. All right. Any changes to anything?
We're gonna leave mine for now.
Where did Boss? I think Boss made some picks I was making fun of. Oh no, he's good. I think the only one that got me was
Brandon Nate.
Yeah, that one threw me off a bit. Just because I think Brandon looks so good right now.
And John 11th too.
Yeah, he put Patrick ahead of John.
Yeah, Patrick's not beating John.
All right, let's do some questions. There's nothing else to cover. Seth, anything going on this week?
No. Mm-mm.
You were away last week.
Feel better. I got the fucking plague. That thing, it ripped through me. Ripped through me. I lost 11 pounds in 3 days.
Did you really?
Yeah, dude. I went from 221 to 210. I was 221 on Thursday morning, and then Saturday evening, I weighed myself and I was 210.8. And I was like, holy fuck.
What do you do when that happens? Do you just go right back to your diet, or do you do what me and Paul do?
I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat until Sunday was when I had my first like semi full meal. Yeah. And then I only ate like 3 times on Sunday, like small meals.
Really?
And then Monday kind of got back to normal. Not until like Wednesday was I 100% back to normal.
Well, let me just ask this. When you got your appetite back, did you think to yourself, I got to make up for all the pounds I lost? Yeah. And then,
calories.
and then stuff calories.
So I went, the kids,
fill out.
Anna was away on a gymnastics meet. So I was puking and shitting my brains out by myself with SJ running around. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So they were coming back on Saturday night and I'm like, I'm going to go get a pizza and I'm going to get some stuff. So when the kids come home, they'll be good. Emmy ended up starting to puke at the gymnastics meet in the hotel. It was horrible. Came home and I had the pizza and then I had a bunch of food and stuff from the Italian restaurant. And then I was like, I'm going to eat some pizza.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
I ate like a half a chicken sandwich,
And you're
'cause they
done.
make really good fried chicken sandwiches, and then Sunday is when I ate the pizza. But then just ran through me.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I don't know. Me and Paul would have put that pizza down like after the second day.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta fill out.
I
Fill
would-
out. I don't care. I don't care what it makes you feel like. You gotta fill out.
Got to get that side chest going.
That's right. Yeah, I gotta get that fullness back.
Paul, tell me your philosophy when you're out at a show judging and you miss meals all day long.
So yeah, that's a bad habit. I'm trying to get away from it. But yeah, especially if I'm judging, I had a really bad habit of doing this. Like, I'd be at the table all day not eating, and then go out at night to eat. Instead of you getting like a steak or something like that, I get like a big fucking burger, fries, dessert. Because my head, I'm like, I gotta get all those calories back in. I feel small right now. I gotta fill out again. But then I just feel like shit, and
Nice
nothing
big
gets
binge.
and nothing gets full except for my bloated abdomens. So not working too well anymore.
Growth hormone. It'll go.
Yeah.
It goes there.
Seth, this question's for you. If you could go back to your prime, what would you do differently as far as prep?
Listen to Hani more.
You didn't listen to Hani?
No, I did. I would listen to him even more. Like the end, the end. Whenever the demise happened, I would have just, because I thought the world was ending because I lost a show, and he's like, dude, calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
You're fine.
But you hadn't lost yet.
Yeah. But that was I would just listen to him more, leaned into it, like rather than let the young immature mind take over. Just listen to your coach, calm down. People know what they're talking about. This is not their first rodeo. I was a head case back then, and still somewhat today, but it's like, just calm down. You're not going to win them all. You're not going to lose them all. You're a great competitor. Focus on competing. Do your job.
Ian?
What? If
you go back to your prime, what would you do differently as far as your prep?
My prep's nothing.
Nothing.
Well, not my preps. Like when I was in my prime, like 2020, 2021, like my preps went well. I enjoyed them. Me and Patrick had a really good system. I don't think I would change anything in my preps. Like I got in as good shape as I ever would have gotten. I don't think I would have changed anything.
Okay. Mike?
I listened to everything,
I would have
actually, no, I do have something.
What?
I'm very stubborn with not wanting to see something I don't like. And I wouldn't always take progress pictures if I thought I wouldn't like them,
Yeah. Right.
And I think I could have given him more data to work with, taking more pictures more often, more, like when I didn't feel like I looked good or like I didn't like it, and like in the fear of like what I might see and what it might do to me psychologically. I think that would have been something I would do, and practice.
That's a big one. Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah. Like I would wear full hoodies in the gym living in fucking Florida, like training. I just didn't even want to see,
Yeah, but I adopted that policy too, because early on in my career, I stood in front of every mirror I could find and analyzed my physique. And around 34 or 35, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to look anymore. I would take one look in the morning when I woke up about how I looked, and then I wouldn't look again in the mirror the rest of the day. Maybe like post-workout, because you always look good post-workout, but like I wouldn't overanalyze. That was a thing I always fuck with. Mike, what did you say you would change?
I would have a prime. I never had a prime.
Me either.
Can't change something you didn't have.
Paul, you had a prime. You were 9th at the Ontarios.
Yeah, that's Fouad. I won the Ontarios.
Oh, that's right. Well, you won your class at the Ontarios.
Won my class, and I got one.
Don't be like those fucking idiots who say I'm Mr. Canada when they didn't win the overall.
Some people have me. Some people have me in the overall. One judge.
Okay.
I paid him well.
Is there anything you would change in your preps?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, the last prep I did, I was disappointing because
I knew you're going there.
My coach didn't show up, so I came in flat as a board.
So basically,
who's your coach? Who is your coach?
So basically, all you would change is you'd get a different coach. All right, fuck you then. Would Paul shower with Fouad's dog every day to be able to dunk?
Naked, not naked.
Yeah, naked.
No, not naked.
It's a shower, man. It's not a fucking jump in the pool.
Fouad's dog goes for my nuts every time.
He does
not be in the shower with that dog.
He smells the feminine energy.
He smells the testosterone seeping out of me.
5 days.
They're different pants. Yeah, they're just the same color.
was like, this smells familiar.
Yesterday.
Seth, last song you listened to and loved that you'd be embarrassed to admit it. Oh, I got one from today, actually.
I got a good one.
I got one from today too.
Adele. I listened to Adele. Something.
Oh, which one?
What's that song? Somebody Like You or something like that. What's that song called? Yeah. I had this shit cranked in my car today. I was like, this is amazing.
Isn't that song about her getting dumped?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Adele. Like, you gotta like Adele.
I love Adele. She's hot.
Killer.
Fat. She's chubby. Great. She's great.
Not anymore.
She got the thick legs.
Not anymore. She's tiny. She's.
I liked her better when she was chubby, but anyway.
She's Ozempic.
She's Ozempic. All right, Ian, go ahead. You got one?
Yeah, it's Nelly Furtado, Turn Off the Lights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Paul loves Nelly Furtado.
I love Nelly Furtado.
Turn off the lights. The fucking Bob. We ended up making a rock. We made a rock commercial with that song this week because I thought it was such a good song.
Mike, I suspect you don't listen to gay music.
No. I've been listening to Bob Marley a lot lately, though. But
that's not embarrassing. That's Bob Marley.
Cool.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that street performer? I don't even think he's a street performer. He just did a video on the street. He's a white kid with brown hair, and he's got a great singing voice, and he pulls a fucking Bob Marley cover, and it's incredible. He's like European, so he's got like a European like accent to him. Anyway, I thought maybe you guys might have seen it. It's all over TikTok or Reels or something. I can't remember, but he's incredible. Anyway, Seth.
I don't know. I don't really have anything too embarrassing. I mean,
well, you got two girls. They don't listen to gay music in the car that you like?
I mean, I fucking hate Morgan Wallen. I fucking hate it.
I don't know who that is.
He's a country guy, but he's not. It's not real country.
Oh, he's like a fake country guy.
New country.
He does a ton of collabs with hip hop guys.
Yeah, it's like I'm not I'm just not into it. But like, I mean, I love 80s music. Like, I fucking love 80s music. But that's not embarrassing. Is there an embarrassing? That's what I mean. Like, so I love all 80s music. It could be like a party song that I'd be into. Billy Joel, Elton John, you name it. I'm into.
You know who I have a newfound love for? Old Madonna.
Yeah, old Madonna fucks hard.
That's Ian's favorite.
I'll tell you why. Because Miley Cyrus did a cover that I liked.
Oh, which song?
What the fuck is that song?
Man, Like a Prayer is like one of the best.
It might have been. It was Like a Prayer. It was Like a Prayer.
So
she did a cover, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. But then I went and watched it. I'm like, you know what? I want to hear what the original sounds like. So I went. I YouTubed the original video.
Oh, it's dirty, isn't it?
You know what? It's not.
Isn't it the crying Jesus with the blood tears or something?
Yeah, I wasn't jerking off to it, Paul. I was listening to the music.
I was born in those days.
You know, the crazy thing though is when you watch Miley Cyrus sing it, she's like, it looks like she's trying her hardest, and when you watch Madonna sing it, it's like fucking effortless. She's just like it's amazing.
Yeah, like songs like from the 80s, like Madonna, Whitney Houston. Like whenever they'd sing, it'd just be like fucking.
I can't picture Seth driving around his dually listening to Whitney Houston.
There it is. There you go.
Perfect. Now we got it. Paul, do you got one? You got two girls. You must have one that you like that you don't want anybody to hear you singing.
Well, no, I got this one song though. I just heard it. I think it was last night, and I put it on my playlist because I haven't heard it in a long time.
Song is
Home Sweet Home, Motley Crue.
That's not embarrassing, is it?
It brings me back. Brings me back a little bit.
Yeah, but that's just a song you like. That's not an embarrassing song.
Yeah, but it makes me reminisce.
Is there an embarrassing song that like your girls might listen to? Like, there's probably a Katy Perry song that you like.
Oh no, there is one though. Dance Monkey, I think it's called.
What's Dance Monkey?
Yeah.
What is this song? I gotta
play it. It's catchy.
You'll know it for sure.
Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody is a banger too.
Great song.
Oh yeah,
that's a good song.
That's a good song. Yeah.
I love that little beat.
I can't see
Like,
you
I love
drive.
that little beat. It's
I
a
can't
good
see
one.
you driving around listening to that, Paul. I can't tell you. I can't.
I've a couple times the girls got out of the car, I put it back on rewind.
Dad, why are you playing this again? Shut up back there.
You got it, but you guys got to see Paul driving his truck. It's hilarious because his seat is reclined. You can barely see his head. Like if you looked in his driver's side window, all you can see is like that.
Really?
He's slow riding. He's driving like this.
Hey, what's up, Holmes? Get in the car, girls.
Or is that just comfortable for you?
I swear to
It's
God,
just
man.
comfortable.
I'm telling you, all you can see is like from here up.
I
I'm in no hurry to get anywhere. I'm in
I
no
never
hurry to
would
get
have
anywhere.
pictured that.
I
Never
thought
would.
you'd be like, hugging the steering wheel. Like,
No. Oh, he fucking makes fun of me because he got in my
Yeah.
Escalade to drive once, and I sit normal. He's like, "Well, you
Normal.
sit right in the steering wheel." I'm like, "You lay down when you're driving."
Like, I don't want to be able to see anything in my peripheral. I just want to see straight ahead of me.
You do sit close up for that, I tell you. I had to put that seat back.
It's a racing position.
You got an Escalade. You drive an Escalade.
Hey, got to be ready, Paul. Gotta be
I
ready.
guess so, yeah.
It was nice. I got to fucking ride a bit in Florida this weekend too, which was good.
Yeah, the Suzuki 8R, right?
Yeah, it's a fun bike for sure.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm going to Vegas on Monday.
Yeah,
I'm going for 5 days.
Riding.
You're not going? I thought you were going too, Ian.
No,
He doesn't want to go. It's too cool.
I just got home from Florida fucking yesterday.
I know, but I thought he talked you into it.
No,
Just come. Well,
Fuck, man.
we'll have fun.
I'd go if I didn't have to work.
Thought you were coming.
You wouldn't go. What are you going to do? You can't ride a motorcycle.
I would just go to Vegas.
Oh, you just do your own thing.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff to do in Vegas.
gambling
What
and
was the
smoking
bike
cigarettes
again?
indoors, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Just sit in the hotel room the whole day.
Yeah. The best part about it.
Okay, actually, I got a question. Well, Ian, you're the only one. No, forget it. I'm not going to ask.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask about the motorcycles, but none of you guys fucking. Okay, forget it. Would you rather be able to speak all the languages or talk to animals?
Talk to animals.
Talk to animals.
I'd speak all the languages.
Talk
I think
to
I'd
animals. Talk to animals.
I think I'd like to speak all the language.
First of all, think about your fucking business.
Maybe I like
be
my
like-
dogs
you could be
so
like-
much because they don't talk.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Mm.
See, my mind immediately went to money because I'm like, bring your dog to me. I'll talk to him and tell you what he's saying.
Yeah.
Think about how rich you'd be.
It's like this guy jerks off in the shower all the time.
I'm speaking all the languages. You're right.
You don't want to know what this guy does in the shower.
Let's see me.
All right, are we go around the horn, or are we all going to other languages except me?
I'm speaking other languages. That's good one. Yeah,
taking
I wanna
languages.
talk to-
I gotta talk to animals. Think about how easy it'd
The
be.
flex man to speak every language is so sick.
I know, but a flex. Think about talking to your fucking dog. Like,
Yeah, but like no one would believe you, you know?
Yeah.
I think you're
How would
fucking
anyone
nuts.
know if you're actually talking to them?
He just said he's hungry. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly. How would you know? Like no one would know.
He
You know?
thinks
Well,
it's a little
because-
cold in here.
because you would tell him to do something and he would do it because he could understand you.
Yeah, but people can do that already.
Yeah, but only if they trained the dog. Like if a fucking crazy dog came to me and I could talk to him, he'd be like, "Oh fuck, man, this guy knows. We can
But
talk."
you're just like
There'd probably be a
you know?
there'd probably be a big,
I'd be like the new Caesar Milan.
That's what I just said.
I think
Yeah.
there'd be a big disconnect though.
Why?
Like a dog's not gonna understand what you're talking about.
That's the whole point of the fucking scenario.
He can speak to
You're
the dog.
speaking dog, however dogs talk.
Yeah, but I still think there's gonna be a disconnect there.
No,
I don't
the
think you're
whole
really gonna
point of the-
understand each other.
The whole point of the fucking if
Is that they're
this and
saying-
that.
I'm going to learn how to speak Cantonese, but there's going to be a disconnect there.
But like you're educated and stuff. You got a whole different like life of experiences. Dogs not gonna relate to that.
Yeah, but a 4-year-old isn't fucking as educated as me either. But I can still talk
Have
to
you,
it.
you can for very long. Have you tried having a conversation with a 4-year-old?
Your kid is not as smart
It's
as
awful.
you. You're-
Well, I mean, it's short.
yeah, but your kid can understand you.
Not at 4.
You're not talking.
He's
Maya's
using hand signals for it.
Maya's 10
Shut
years
up.
old. Okay,
Shut up.
Maya's 10 years old.
Yeah.
She's not as smart as you are.
No.
Yeah, but you still go and talk to her.
Well, we talk, yeah, but
yeah, well, that's what I mean. I'm not saying I'm going to talk about world politics.
He's like, I'm not sure if anything's getting through, but we're talking.
Well, that's what I meant. Your conversations are going to be very shallow. They're not be very in depth.
I just want to be able to fucking know what they're thinking. I don't care. Fucking, if we're not going to talk.
That's all you want out of it. That's fine.
Could you imagine if your dog barked and you knew what the fuck he was saying?
I know what he's saying.
What if your dog? What if you ended up being so annoying that he never stopped bothering you? He's like, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad. Dad.
Yeah, but he would understand me. I could tell him to shut up.
Yeah, but like, I don't want to shut up.
But he probably wouldn't because of that kind of capacity.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm taking animals. Fuck you guys. Will the rest of Bro Chat be joining Ian in his Road to Pro Part 2?
He was joining me.
Well, I'll be judging some of the shows.
I'm doing Fit Model. So, you said you missed when bodybuilders were looked at as heroes. What would your super bodybuilder hero name be if you had to choose one? No. How does Paul feel about Italian? Oh, this is so gay. How does Paul feel about Italian wedding soup? Does his love for being Italian outweigh his hate for soup?
I don't like soup, but I do like Italian wedding soup.
Because it's Italian.
It's good soup.
You know you're only half Italian, right?
Yeah, but I was raised in an Italian atmosphere. I don't know anyone on my dad's side. So I was only raised by Italians.
I feel like you've just adopted the Italian culture because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. I used to get teased all the time when I was a kid.
Are you kidding me? Every time I see, you know what I just watched the other day? This is a guilty pleasure of mine. The movie Green Book.
That's so funny that you said that. I've been getting fed reels about this movie recently.
Dude, I've watched it like 12 times. I love that fucking movie.
Hey, well, I've been trying to find it. It's not on any platform to watch.
It's on Netflix.
No, it's not.
No, wait, where did I watch it? Yeah, it was on Netflix.
What is it about?
Green
Book.
What is it about? Who's in it?
It's a true story actually about a driver who drives this pianist.
Yeah.
He's like a world-class pianist and not a penis ball, pianist.
Pianist.
He's a black guy and they do a road trip tour through the South. And he hires this Italian driver to take him. And it's a really fucking great movie. Anyway, in that movie, the Italians are all cool.
Oh, yeah.
Italian is cool.
Yeah, but that's why you've adopted it. It's not like you're not actually
Sopranos, fucking Goodfellas. What the fuck?
I was Italian way before that.
If we did Italian geography right now, you'd fail miserably.
I wouldn't.
I know a little bit about it.
Seth's,
I don't know.
You know Seth's more Italian than you.
Well, he's got an Italian last name at least.
No, but he's also 100% Italian.
Are you 100%, Seth?
I'm 50.
Oh,
51.
you're both
your dad's side.
You're both fake Italians.
Battalions.
Is this like when a black guy has a white mom and he says he's black? He doesn't say he's mixed.
No, it's not the same thing at all.
Okay. If you all had to pick one pastime for the rest of your life, what's it going to be? Doesn't include training, work, eating, or any bodybuilding related musts. Riding motorcycles.
Can't be sports or training.
It says anything bodybuilding related. Can't be anything.
Hunting.
You should hear the wind here right now. It literally sounds like it's pouring rain outside. The wind is so loud. It's crazy.
Like strong as fuck.
Seth, hunting?
Yep.
Ian?
Probably at this point in my life would have to take riding motorcycles as well.
Paul? Mike?
I don't know.
Boxing.
That's interesting.
Donkey.
I could do that. Paul?
I would pick either something like going for a bike ride or gardening.
Well, you would just say bike riding. You wouldn't say going for a bike ride.
Yeah, like on my e-bike.
That's what you would pick is the only pastime you can do for the rest of your life is gardening.
I enjoy gardening.
You never gardened. You just
gardened.
You grew some weed once.
How
I
dare
grew
you
some
say
weed, but I also grew spinach and lettuce.
I grew tomatoes. Fuck.
Wait a minute. You grew
I
spinach.
grew weed when it was legal. When it was legal.
It was after that.
Let's preface that. Save your job, Paul. Jesus Christ.
It was after it was legal.
Wait, you grew spinach and lettuce when?
Yeah, I put it in a raised garden, but the rabbits ravaged it. I didn't raise it up high enough.
Since when do you like gardening? I've never seen you garden anything.
Every year I want to do it.
We're
And
best friends.
there's only been twice that I've actually followed through with it.
So in 25 years of us being friends, you've grown one head of lettuce.
Was it a head? It was a field in this box.
My ass.
It was a field in this box. But I thought
lettuce. Yeah.
I didn't know you had to put chicken wire around it.
So gardening, really? See,
Yeah, like-
if it wasn't motorcycle riding for me, I'd probably say jujitsu.
I mean, I would say snowboarding, but like that's only so much of the year, you know?
Can I tell you how jealous I am that you snowboard? I want to try it.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
you
too.
will.
I want to try it. I've never tried it.
Take some lessons.
I've skied before. I've never snowboarded though.
Take some lessons. You pick it up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I could do it.
Definitely get hurt skiing or snowboarding.
Skiing for sure. I would go.
Seth, do you do any of that shit?
No, skiing's easier than snowboarding, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but is
think
there a
so.
higher chance of injury?
You're gonna fuck yourself up either way.
Yeah.
Why would there be
100%.
more? Why would there be a higher chance of injury on skis?
I know those skis tend to get caught on something.
Yeah,
and
but
then
they
your
also
leg-
pop off.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they're made
Yeah,
to. They're
pop
made to
under the
pop.
binding.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You're not just stuck in.
That's what I thought.
The snowboard, you're
I haven't-
fucking stuck in there. You're not going anywhere.
You're strapped to a snowboard, right?
I'm more scared of snowboarding than I am of skiing.
Yeah.
Healthier snack options that you ate when you were dieting. I didn't eat it, like I don't know if it doesn't work that way in bodybuilding.
There
No,
aren't any.
what are you talking about? Snacks.
There's no snacks in
Celery
bodybuilding
Snacks,
diet. Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Celery and water.
We're also angry. We're like, fuck you.
What about sunflower? Did you guys ever do sunflower seeds?
Bro, that's so much calories.
Is it really?
It is a lot of calories.
Yeah.
The only time I do sunflower seeds is when I'm driving because it keeps me awake.
Hmm.
It's a good road trip trick. Or cigars.
Yeah, cigarettes, sunflower seeds,
Ian,
Monster energy drinks.
and beef jerky.
Ian, I figured out cigars will keep you awake longer than cigarettes.
Like full size cigars.
I smoked 4 cigars on the way back from Houston. I was wide awake.
You inhaled them though.
No,
Oh, see,
No.
I would need to.
no.
I can't smoke something and not inhale it. I can't
Inhaling a
Yeah.
cigar is gross, though.
I like it. I still do it.
Do you? Like a
Oh.
big cigar, not the little fucking.
I still inhale it.
The little
Oh.
capas, little minis.
I'll inhale like 9 out of every 10.
Really? You don't get a headache?
No.
Oh my god!
You got
Fucking,
lungs of
what am I,
steel.
what am I, a pussy?
Soft.
Would you rather have the power of time or space and dimensions?
What does that mean? I could
You
get
have to be more specific on that one.
I think they go together.
Yeah, they're all kind of linked.
This is above my pay grade. I'm going to skip
controlling
Yeah.
time would obviously be awesome, but
it. Can you do geography for Paul? Yes. Before we go,
Paul's like,
Uh,
oh, shit.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
let's see here. I'm going back around in circles. How many 18 to 25-year-old Mennonite dudes fighting one at a time would it take to bring down John Jones? At least 6.
Hold on. How old are they? What did it say?
18 to 25.
One at a
fighting
time.
one at a time.
One at a time?
Yeah.
Like 12.
More than that, man.
Dude,
Oh,
you-
they got to cycle through one, and they just keep doing.
Yeah, it's like one, then he knocks him out.
oh, then he's gonna drop like fucking every one
Yeah.
of them.
It would be-
Yeah.
it would
They're
be
all
funny.
dying.
It would be
Probably
funny.
take
all dying.
100. Yeah.
I think it'd be over.
He's
100.
he'll drop the first 30 with leg kicks alone.
Yeah.
They just
That's
won't
true.
get up.
That's
It would
true.
almost be limitless. Because like if he can go 5-minute rounds, let's say,
Yeah.
25 minutes of fighting, if he can knock each one of those out in 30 seconds, he's at least getting through 50, you know?
Well, plus you got to think this is kind of the way they train too when they do that Shark Tank shit.
Yeah.
You know what a Shark Tank is, where they put like one fresh. So they put one fresh guy in the middle. So John Jones would be in the middle, and then they have like however many fighters around the outside of the circle, whether it be like 5 or 8 or 10 guys, whatever. And every 2 minutes, a fresh guy goes in, or however long the round is.
Sounds like a fucking gangbang.
No, they don't go in at the same time, Ian.
They're all standing around watching, and then one guy goes
We
in.
want some.
No,
Yeah,
but
'cause
that,
the next guy who comes in's fresh as fuck, and you're
Yeah, he's
tired, and you gotta
exhausted.
fucking
He's
figure out how to
exhausted.
get past
He's ready
him.
to go, you know?
can you imagine like 5 rounds in, you're dying, and this fresh guy comes in to kick the shit out of you? Like that shit's nuts.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying though. He'll just leg kick the fuck out of those Mennonites.
Yeah.
They'll be all limping.
Why do they got to be Mennonites?
I don't know. That's what it said.
They don't know how to fight.
I think they're supposed to be stronger than everybody else.
Are they?
Yeah, because they have like that farmer strength.
Fucking farm boy
Like
strong.
hard strength.
I don't see many Mennonites shadow boxing when I Just out in the fucking woods. Got to get ready for that John Jones fight. We're like, John who? We don't have a TV.
Johan.
No question. Just want to congratulate whoever cropped and fixed up Fouad's latest physique update. You did a great job.
Fucking face tune that shit.
Besides fiber and marijuana, what are Paul's favorite supplements?
I use a lot of protein powder.
Do you take any health supplements?
Yep. I have
What?
a vast array.
What?
I take a daily green.
Vast array.
All my vitamins I take. A daily green.
You take them every day, Paul?
Yep. Twice a day, vitamins.
You don't.
Fuck you, Fouad. I do. I don't know why you're laughing right now. I have a regimen. I have a dish upstairs.
You're not with
I fill
me.
it
You're
twice
not
a
at my
day.
house. You
Yeah,
don't know what I do.
He's not. I have a dish upstairs. I fill it twice a day.
You don't.
I do. I don't know why you don't.
I want you to film it tomorrow for us both times you do it.
And where
Okay,
are
I'll even show
you
you.
buying these supplements?
Sometimes Amazon. Sometimes at I'll stop by Herc's in Windsor sometimes. But yeah, usually Amazon. I get most of my vitamins.
You can tell us your regimen.
Okay, I got nattokinase, vitamin C, boron. Who knows why?
Get that tested.
Multi, yep. Vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin K3, K2. Sorry,
Why K3? Yeah, there we go.
K2. Sorry.
That's how you know he's lying. He just makes it up.
NAC. I'm a big advocate of NAC. I also take DHEA.
Listen. I don't doubt that he has all of them. I just doubt that he takes them every day.
I agree with you.
Why? I don't know why you doubt that.
Well, they've been staying bottles since like 2013. You know,
I just restocked. I go
Every
through them
bottle,
every 3
every
months or
bottle's
so.
expired.
Yeah.
Still good. Still
I also
good.
take fish oils.
yeah. What brand of fish oil?
Collagen. I buy it from my doctor, from my eye doctor.
What fish oil do you take?
I don't even
that's
know the
fucking
brand name.
bullshit, right?
It's got this really generic label.
The eye doctors tell you it's fermented and it's better for your eyesight, but it's just regular fish oil. And they
Yeah?
double charge you for it.
I figured he was fucking me over, but he seems very sincere when he sells me on it. So I think that's it. I think that rounds out my my health supplements. And I take metformin. I don't know if you consider that a health supplement.
Tips when hitting a wall with appetite deep into the off season.
Take a break.
Mini cut.
Mini cut.
Starve yourself for 3 days, and then you'll be hungry again.
Yeah. 72-hour fast. Water fast.
Suffer.
Who are the top 5 white bodybuilders of all time?
Well, me.
Ian, Seth, Mike. There's 3.
No, I'm not. Oh, no.
Paul's Italian, so he's not white. So it's
Yeah,
That
he is
counts
actually
as Caucasian.
It's actually Caucasian. It is.
Yeah, European.
Who's the best white bodybuilder of all time? Dorian or
Dorian.
Jay?
Okay.
Jay. Paul, you think Dorian's better than Jay?
Prime, I do.
Really? Is that just because of conditioning, or is that everything?
Uh,
Do you think both of them at their prime, whether you think
Jay
09 Jay or 01 Jay, standing next to Dorian in his prime, you think Dorian beats him?
09J, that was my favorite look. So that against Dorian's all-time look.
Yeah, like 94 probably, Dorian, or 95.
Yeah, I would probably be close for sure. But I'd probably edge towards Dorian right now.
You know, it's hard to compare because the era Dorian
I
was
know.
in, they wanted you flatter and crisper. And the era Jay was in, they wanted you fucking huge and round.
Right.
But what do you prefer? Which one do you prefer?
Depends on the physique. Some
Out of those
physiques look
two
better
guys.
full.
Out of
Out of
those-
those two.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like Jay's look better, but I think if I was judging it like a bodybuilding show, I think just going in my head what those two looks look like, I would probably edge towards Dorian.
Seth,
For what question?
best white bodybuilder of all time.
Oh, Jay Cutler.
Mike?
I'll probably pick Jay, but I really like Dorian.
Ian,
Yeah,
you think Jay too, eh?
after me, Jay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to change mine to Ian.
After me, Jay.
Who do you think, Fouad?
I think I have an emotional attachment to Dorian, but I think if I was judging it like a bodybuilding show, I'd have to pick Jay.
Really, I'm the only one to pick Dorian.
It's just too fucking big, man. Like other than Dorian's back, he doesn't have anything that can compare to Jay's. Jay's got bigger legs. Jay's got bigger arms. Jay's got bigger delts. Jay's got bigger fucking hamstrings. Jay's got bigger calves are probably even. But like, he's got a better midsection. It might be the same width, but it doesn't distend at all in 09. So like
the 09 J was wowing.
My favorite J is 01, but even 01 J I think is still bigger, rounder, and more aesthetic than Dorian.
I like 09. I'm a size queen.
If you think about Dorian, and I'm not saying this as disrespectful. Please, anybody listening to this, do not take this as disrespect.
Nice. Here we go.
No, because I think Dorian's honestly he's top 5 of all time for sure, out of all bodybuilders, black, white, whatever. But when comparing him to somebody like Jay, the only body part that compares size-wise is his back.
Well, if you went pose for pose, like I think Dorian will win the 2 back poses. Just to go off the top of my head, like just without analyzing too deeply.
Okay, let's give it to him, even though I don't know if that's true because Jay's lower body is so much thicker.
Okay, but let's just say Dorian's got the two.
Let's say he gives. Poses. Okay, that's it though.
The side poses, I would split those. I would give Dorian the side tricep.
No.
The front poses, I would give Jay ab and thigh. I would give Jay front double bicep, but front lat, I think that'd be a little closer. And most muscular, muscular. Jay had a great most muscular. Dorian's
I'll give you front lat. I'll give you both pack poses.
What about side tricep?
I personally wouldn't give the side shot. Jay's really thick, man. From the side, it's gonna be hard to beat. I'll give you 3 poses for sure. Maybe the other ones are debatable, but for me,
you give Jay most muscular.
Yeah.
So you got 5 poses to 3 for Jay.
Yeah, and that's if you give them both back shots. I'd have to see them standing there because. Yeah. For sure, the back alone is going to be Dorian's, but like when you take the whole physique,
the clavicles,
yeah, he's just a big fucking guy. Like that's, and then you have to give. So if you go pose for pose, let's say you go 5 to 3, but then you got to give conditioning to Dorian,
right? So size to Jay, conditioning to Dorian.
Yeah, but like you said, it was 2 different eras. Like whenever you look back at the 90s look, like they were. It's a specific look. It's a golden era 90s look.
Yeah.
I genuinely love that look. Like, because that's what I grew up like, just like being amazed by. So I like have that emotional attachment to it where I'm like, man, those dudes were just etched. It looked like they were sculptures. Whereas whenever you go into the early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s, before like 2010, and you're like, it's a different look. Little rounder, much fuller, but still shredded. So it was just, I don't know.
So are we all in agreement then, or is the general consensus Jay then Dorian?
Well, I'm not voted Jay.
Okay. After Dorian, I'm going to say Mike Francois.
Ooh.
Over Nasser?
Nasser's not white. No. He's like fucking Eastern European.
No, he's like
Egyptian.
Well, what category are you going to put Nasser in then?
Nasser's not white.
Not white.
So it's white and not white?
That's what we're talking about. The best white bodybuilders.
Okay.
Why were you picking Nasser? Right. He's not third anyway. For anything.
You would have Nasser over Mike Francois?
Wait a second.
What though?
Why are you putting Nasser in third?
You're saying best bodybuilder. You're saying best white bodybuilders of all time, right?
Yeah, white.
Yeah, I was considered Nasser white.
What?
well,
maybe. I mean,
it's the least white name you could have.
He's as white as Fouad is white.
No,
okay.
I think Paul might actually be right.
No.
Well,
Nasser El Sambadi.
Like not even close to the.
That's literally as
most non-white name.
Maybe his mom was white.
Hold on. I'm telling you, he's a little bit right, like always.
No,
Nasser Sambadi was born in Stuttgart, Germany.
Yeah,
his father was Egyptian. His mother was Yugoslavian.
So he was part white.
So he's part white.
He's white. He's whitish.
Yeah, but Eastern European, I think, is considered Caucasian.
Yeah, but he's not white. No,
I don't consider him white. But Paul, like usual, is like 10% right.
I didn't even know that time, actually.
All right, so moving on. We'll go with 100%. We only want pure Aryan blood.
Okay. What about Lee Priest?
Yeah. Oh, Lee Priest over Mike Francois. Yeah.
Well, Mike Francois has won an Arnold. What's Lee's biggest title?
Can Mike Francois in his prime beat Lee Priest in his prime?
I would say I like Lee Priest the best out of any white bodybuilder.
All
time.
But that's a personal preference.
Pound for pound.
Yeah, pound for pound, I think he's the best white bodybuilder ever.
Other than me.
Yeah.
Well,
Fouad's not white apparently, so he doesn't count.
Other than me, I said.
Does this beat Lee Priest?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
Oh fuck, I don't know. Maybe not.
Standing next to each other? Come on, guys.
Yeah, probably.
This is fucking Mike Francois right here. Look how big he is. That's
They never stood next to each other?
Oh, they probably have.
Jean-Pierre Fuchs is pretty fucking crazy too.
Yeah, Dennis Wolf's up there too, though.
Oh, Dennis Wolf, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Actually, I forgot about Dennis. Is there a comparison of the two of them standing beside each other? There probably is somewhere.
Francois won the Arnold.
Look how big he is. Look how fucking big he is there. Are you guys crazy?
Where do we put Chris Bumstead in this if we're considering him a bodybuilder?
Nowhere in the top 5.
12.
Yeah.
What's the lowest number?
I just saw the picture there. So what do you think? There's a picture of him right there.
I mean, look how fucking thick he is there.
Yeah, well, that's when he won the Arnold, right?
Yeah. And there's Lee. They must have been at the same show. That's the 95 Arnold.
Yeah, I don't think Lee was greater than Arnold.
Yeah, that wasn't Lee at his best.
That's a tough one. I wonder what Lee would say.
There's Dennis Wolf.
Dennis is probably 3rd.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dennis. Loved his physique.
I think if you saw Dennis standing next to Mike Francois, you'd be pretty fucking blown away at Dennis.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put. Okay, so Dennis Wolf or Branch Warren?
Oh, Branch.
Oh.
There's a lot of good white bodybuilders, man.
Yeah.
Branch has been 2nd at the Olympia.
And won the Arnold.
Couple times.
Couple times Arnold winner.
Yep. Gonna put Branch 3rd.
Yeah.
Ian? Is Branch the 3rd best white bodybuilder ever?
Hard to argue with that, man.
If you go with consistency too.
Well, we're not going with consistency. We're just going with like one look, one prime look.
Okay.
Yeah. One package.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah. I mean, if we were going off just our preferences, I wouldn't probably even have Jay in my top 5 of like favorite bodybuilders.
Well,
we're
not going by personal preference. We're going by objective if you saw them on stage next to each other.
Yeah, like I like Dennis Wolf's look better than I like Jay's look. So if I saw them on stage and they were all just standing there as competitors, my eye would be drawn to Dennis before it'd be drawn to Jay.
What about Gunther?
Gunther, the year he beat Ronnie.
Beat Ronnie once.
I know, but I still don't feel like that was a great look.
I'm just saying, he did beat Ronnie.
But I think again, I'm using my own personal preference, which I'm trying not to do. But I don't feel like Gunter was the same. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't feel like I put Gunter in the same category with Dennis and Mike Francois and those.
Trying to run through white bodybuilders. You got Gunter, Dennis Wolf, Marcus Rule.
I mean, this is a pretty crazy look.
Yeah. Even like Nick Walker.
Does Nick Walker beat Dennis Wolf?
Like, does he even?
I personally don't think so. But Nick's won an Arnold.
Would you put him ahead of Derek? Because Derek's won an Olympia.
Derek too. Forgot about Derek.
Does Derek beat Dennis Wolf?
No.
Huh. Derek's Mr. Olympia win, I think, does.
Maybe.
We're not
there in the lineup.
You said one look.
Yeah, but we're going package for package. So Derek, when he won the Olympia versus the best Dennis Wolf you've ever seen.
I think Derek might win that.
I don't think so.
Oh, this is actually a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Because from the back, he would be so dominant.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, but from the front, he gets spanked.
From the front, he gets spanked, and then comes to the side. The side, probably Derek.
Like Dennis's legs would just end the fucking conversation.
From the front, for sure, but not from the side and back.
Yeah.
Derek's conditioning is pretty nutty, so maybe Derek actually would beat him.
Yeah. Is Branch better than Derek?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think 09 Branch. If Jay in 09 never showed up, if Jay showed up in 09 like he did 08, Branch would have been Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that. Yeah, if Jay didn't come back as good as he did.
Yeah.
The problem with Branch is pictures don't do him justice. Like when you see pictures of him, it doesn't really do it. You got to see him next to the other guys, and like you got to see him in a video. Like,
yeah,
conditioning was just outrageous and so dense and
ludicrous.
Like, look at this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
There's Branch and Nick. I'm taking Branch in that one. No offense to Nick. Nick's got better arms, maybe better delts, but I don't know. I think the overall package. There they are again. Yeah, that's a tough one, actually.
I think Nick in that shot, yeah.
It's the delts that just overpower everything, like Branches. That's a good comparison.
That's the 2021 Nick, right?
Yeah, this is. Oh, where did it go? Yeah, this one is. Huh. Interesting. All right.
Man.
Well, we don't have a top 5 then. We're stuck at 2. Jay and
Good
Dorian.
conversation, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very white of us.
Very racist of us. All right. Best black bodybuilders. Let's go.
Ronnie.
Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie. Who's number 2?
Phil.
Phil.
Who's number 3?
Fuck, we're stuck at 2 again.
That's the problem, see? Because you could say Flex Wheeler, but then I could say Kai Green.
It's the eras.
Oh, because like you can say like
Lee Haney.
I say Samson.
Samson, yeah.
Like, fuck. It's not easy to get 3, 4, 5.
Dexter.
The debate becomes much harder when you get to 3.
Yeah.
Best Arab bodybuilder.
Definitely not Fouad Abiad.
Very, very low on the ranking.
Do you think you're the top 15 best Arab bodybuilders?
Yes, I do.
15?
Yes, I 100% think I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, there's like Rami,
Hadi,
Nasser.
Nasser's not Arab.
Samir
Yeah.
Bannout.
Well, I guess he's half Arab. Okay.
Well, no,
We didn't call him white.
Egyptian's technically African, not Arab.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not Middle Eastern.
But we can't call him black.
If it ain't white, it's black.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay, we'll put Nasser in there. Nasser.
So is Nasser half black if we're considered like because he's African? But no, it's like
No, because Northern Africans not considered
like
black.
Moroccan. Like
I actually think. No, I don't. Okay, let's put him in there anyway. 5 Nasser, or sorry, we got Rami, Hadi, Samir, Nasser.
Doing best Arabic now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Muhammad.
Muhammad who?
Benaziza?
Yeah, Momo.
Makaway.
Momo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm better than McAway. The guy weighs like 200 pounds, man.
We're
Yeah,
just
great luck
talking
to it.
bodybuilders.
Not even-
We're just naming them.
Yeah, but he's not better than me.
No, but
He's like
with-
100. He's like 180 pounds. That guy.
Are we trying to determine if you're in the top 5 Arabic?
Yeah, Ian wanted to say. Ian thinks he's like. You think you're in the top 15? I said I'm probably in the top 10.
Samir Bannout.
I got him in here already.
So who do you got? You got Hadi, Rami, Samir Bannout.
I got Rami, Hadi, Samir, Nasser, and Momo.
I don't even know. I chat GPT it and I don't even know some of these names.
I'm telling you, I'm in the top 10 for sure.
You better
This
bruise.
has
Better Bruise.
My best look is better than Bruise's best look for sure.
Baruz. Yeah, Baruz is good.
Kamal.
My best look would be Kamal. He's like 200 pounds. A fucking 260 on fucking stage, man. Like in
Yeah.
shape.
Not
Yeah,
arguing with you.
you would beat Kamal, but we're just talking. We're just
Yeah.
adding.
I'm just throwing names out there for it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to put like where do I stand in this?
Yeah.
thing? Like right now I got 5 here I think that could beat me. I mean, not really, because Samir Bannout weighed like 200 pounds. So
the other was Mustafa Mohammed.
yeah. He
was a monster.
That would be tough for me, yeah.
Well, there's Hassan Mustafa as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I can beat him because his conditioning is not really
Yeah.
great. So Mustafa Muhammad.
I don't even know who that is.
That's the guy with the massive wheels.
Oh yeah, with the sick abs.
Yeah. No, that's Muhammad. That's Hyder.
Yeah, Ahmed Adir.
Hyder's got the sick abs.
Well, George Farrell.
George Farrell, yeah.
I'm definitely in the top 10. I could even make a case for the top 5. I can, because think about it, Ian. Ian.
I was arguing with you.
Ian's face is arguing with me.
I think we might just be forgetting some people, you know?
Well,
I feel like we spent less time on this list.
Unless you guys come up with more, I'm in the top 5. That's all.
You're 6th. We'll give you 6th.
No,
what about
who beat me?
Ashkenani?
I can beat Ashkenani. He's a little ball.
You think you beat Baruz at his best?
Yes, I do. I think 2011 or 2015 for sure. Version beats Bruce.
Yeah, maybe just on size. Yeah,
I feel like I'm rounder and fuller, and his conditioning is not that much better that it would outdo the size difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's a toss up. Even that one, that's like it's a maybe. It's for sure not.
So yeah, we put you and Baruz 5-6 there.
Yeah, but who's the 4 ahead of me?
We just named them.
No, we got Rami and Hadi. Okay, I'll give you those. Who else?
Nasser.
Nasser. Okay, I'll give you Nasser. Okay.
Wait, you think he beat Nasser?
Nasser.
I don't know.
Who is this guy?
Has
anyone even heard of this guy? I mean,
you gotta remember, you're talking about a guy from the 90s. He wasn't that big.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you Nasser because he's a legend. Okay.
So Samir Banu, we're debating.
I'm not.
Samir was at Mr. Olympia. You have to give him.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, he just posted on my wall that he won the Olympia at 215 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Dexter was 225.
No, I give you that one. I give you over Samir.
I think I could beat Samir Banu, not because I'm a better bodybuilder. Samir, if you're watching this, don't be upset, but because the era was so different. Like, it's like anybody before Lee Haney.
Yeah,
is gonna be too small.
Yeah, right.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger can't beat Dennis.
Even the conditioning wasn't the same then, you know. Other than like Gaspari, you know.
So there you go.
You're 4th for it.
I'm the 4th best Lebanese bodybuilder, Arab bodybuilder.
Yeah, you're the best Lebanese bodybuilder.
Yeah,
best.
For sure.
No, well, yeah, because I beat Samir Banu.
Again, that goes back to the Samir debate. Because if you think he's better,
it's not really a debate. If you put me next to Samir on stage,
you could argue that.
What?
Olympia
What could you argue?
Well, like I wouldn't want Olympia.
We're not arguing his placing. Let's do Italians, Paul. Where do you land in this?
Had my coach showed up in my last national, I probably would have been in that top 5.
That's right. Paul, let's do Italians. I know how much you love Italian bodybuilders. You got Lou Ferrigno.
Flavio Baccianini.
Okay. Flavio.
Remember him? Remember the little short guy? He was like 4 foot something.
4'8". 4'8".
Well, now you got
Lou Ferrigno. That's 2.
Yeah. Mike Matarazzo.
Matarazzo's a good
What
one.
was Franco Colombo? What was he?
Franco Colombo, probably the best Italian ever.
What did I say first?
You said
Lou Ferrigno.
Lou.
No, before Lou Ferrigno, I said Franco Colombo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said Franco Colombo, then Lou Ferrigno. Then we said, who was the third guy we said?
Rusty.
No, you just said somebody.
The
Franco, Lou.
Oh, the midget. You said
Matarazzo.
Matarazzo. That's it.
Oh, Matarazzo.
There's a lot of great Italians.
No, that's it. There's 3.
You might even be 4th as well.
Evan Senapani. Guy Cisternino.
That's a good one. Seth Feroce.
Seth Feroce. Sorry, Seth. Yes.
I think
Seth is only half. He's in the white category.
I'm white.
Okay.
You got to go based on the culture. So he's like a truck driving, fucking axe slinging, fucking white dude.
Where'd you put Guy?
He could be in the top 10 of Italians.
Yeah, he could.
That's how shallow your life is.
That's all
Pool isn't deep.
is.
Pool is not deep.
Yeah, because you'll have Presti.
I got 3 Mr. Olympias in my category, dude.
We got one with Franco.
No, you got more than one, don't you?
Did Franco win 2?
No, I mean, like, you got more than one Italians won the Olympia, no?
Probably a lot of part Italian, but not full.
Yeah, there's only one Italian who won the Olympia, I think.
Crazy, eh?
Not really. I mean, I'm
What is
surprised.
Mike
I'm
Francois?
surprised that one.
Is he just white?
Yeah, I think so.
From Quebec.
He's Quebec.
Quebec French.
He's from Ohio, but I don't
He's
know.
from Ohio, yeah.
Interesting. Ian, where do you land in the white category?
In the top 15, near the bottom of that. Maybe not.
Would you rather be in the top 20?
Probably not, actually.
Would you rather be 20th of the white category or top 5 of the Arab category?
20th. Way more prestigious than
you
guys are talking about fucking Samir Bannout and we're talking about Jay Cutler over here, you know?
No, we're talking about Hadi and Rami. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's see if we have any more questions here before we go. Has Ian incorporated safari curls and rows in his workouts? What is that?
It's just something from that workout we did with that girl on the weekend. No, I have not.
Seth, have you ever tried Malden smoked salt? Isn't that your favorite salt?
Yeah, not the smoked though.
Oh, is that better?
I don't know.
I've never tried it. Okay. Favorite and worst ice cream flavors?
Oh, know what you guys are going to say.
Yeah, these idiots
Chocolate.
are gonna say fucking vanilla. fucking vanilla fags.
Period ass girls.
Period ice cream.
Chocolate's literally the best flavor ever.
No.
Yeah, easily.
Anything caramel or butterscotch shits on chocolate.
Vanilla.
Caramel butterscotch
is the gayest.
What are you, my fucking grandmother? You want a Werther's?
Werther's originals over there.
Nice and soft on the teeth.
Butterscotch Ripple.
It's really good. It's really good.
That's amazing.
You got one?
I mean, I like vanilla bean Breyers. Like it's a go-to. It's a solid. But if I had to go,
the real man there, vanilla.
What's that?
Who likes vanilla? It's just fucking frozen milk.
The worst
frozen
milk
is delicious.
Worst is mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip is disgusting.
Mint chip is
I don't like
pulled the Italian.
Disgusting.
Seth pulled the Italian out on me.
I love mint chocolate chip.
Oh,
mint chocolate chip.
Would you guys ever eat tiger tail ice cream?
What is that?
What's in it?
Like that fucking orange ice cream with the black licorice in it?
No.
No, I've never heard
That's
of it.
good too. I like that.
Where do you get that?
Yeah.
I don't know, it might be a Canadian thing.
Yeah. I've never seen it. Never heard of it.
I don't know if it's much around. That was like a 90s thing, you know?
I do like the grandma flavors of ice cream. Like I dig them. Like the butter pecan. I really like that.
Oh, yeah.
It and cream, you know?
Oh yeah. But I don't eat much ice cream because it just bangs up the belly a little too much.
You don't just grin and bear it, eh? You don't just like fuck it.
It's worth it. It's worth the shit.
In the summertime, Hannah, if ice cream is in the house, Hannah's eating it. Like she loves ice cream and loves Doritos. Like those are Cheez-Its in that.
I love Doritos.
So like that's usually when we have it in the house a lot is in the summer. I'm not a big mint chip guy. I'm not.
No, not either.
They like chocolate and peanut butter shit. They love chocolate and peanut butter.
See, the smart.
Really, it's good.
I would actually go to Dairy Queen and order like a mint Oreo Blizzard. I would actually order.
I like that shit sometimes.
I like fruity flavors. Like I like strawberry ice cream or like
rainbow sherbet. Yeah, rainbow sherbet. Anyone?
Yeah, less dairy.
All the colors of the
Super Kid ice cream.
I don't do pistachio though.
Yeah.
Gross.
Paul, what was it you're supposed to? You never had
Pistachio. Yeah. I still haven't.
You still haven't had it.
No, I will.
How do you call yourself a fucking Italian?
We don't use that.
What are you talking about? It's an Italian nut.
We don't use that.
Some Italians, not
where I'm from.
Not where I'm from. No, my mom never used that stuff.
Listen to the name of it, for fuck's sakes.
What?
Pistachio.
Pistachio. Oh,
pistachio.
Doesn't.
It's probably more like a Middle Eastern thing, but
it probably is. I don't think
pistachios are a popular flavor and nut in Italy, especially in Sicily.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, though. You might be right, Paul. The pistachio plant is native to the Middle East, but the Romans stole it from the Middle East and introduced it to their people.
Yeah, we took it away from you. We took it from you.
Like you stole everything from us.
we just took it. Wanted, we took it. But
We wanted it, we took it.
I'm from the central area, though, so yeah, we didn't have that.
Is pistachio an Italian thing? The pistachio plant is native to the Middle East. It is widely believed to be indigenous to Iran. All right, well, there we go. Wait, there's more. And its cultivation spreads to the Mediterranean basin between Greece and Italy. It is kind of an Italian thing. Just
In the southern part.
Didn't originate there.
Because like when you go to like Turkey and Iran, stuff like that, pistachio flavored stuff is huge.
That's where I see it more, Middle Eastern desserts.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Okay, well, just turning 40, try some juice or no?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck, why not? See how it feels.
Do it
2
before you
grams
die.
a week to start.
Do it before you die.
or speed it up. Whatever you want.
One guy sent me to add to our filthy one for the day. One guy sent me a red pill, blue pill one.
Yeah, okay.
Would you rather eat one guy's asshole or a girl's asshole who just took a load in the asshole?
Girl's asshole took a load in the asshole.
Me too.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
No question. Not even fucking thinking about it.
That's such an easy decision to make. Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah,
Man,
I got to
what if
take
she-
that too.
What if she
That's
farts
fucking-
while you're doing it?
That's okay.
Still better than eating a guy's
Like a
asshole.
blow. It's like a blowhole. It's like the blowhole of a sperm whale.
Either way, I'm throwing up.
Do you like that video I sent you the other day, Paul, of the raw meat?
Fuck that! I couldn't watch the whole thing. I was
so
just, even just thinking about it gives me the fucking chills. That was so bad.
All right, you know what? Let's have a good prayer tonight, Seth. Why don't you say a nice prayer for us? Because Paul's
Sigh of relief.
Jeez.
Sigh of relief from Paul.
God, yes, thank you. Take it away, Seth.
Paul's last two prayers have been so fucking depressing. That
Yeah, I'm getting help for that.
Now we're putting a bunch of pressure on me.
That's okay. You know what you're doing.
No. All right, everybody, bow our heads.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, we thank you for another beautiful night of getting together with the guys. We thank you for all the good fortune that we have in our lives to be able to do what we love for a living. And everybody that watches every night, thank you guys for all of the support, but also please continue to help them keep the strength in their lives to go after the things that they desire, to keep their friends and family safe, and for them to also, again, go after what they love and enjoy their life to the fullest extent. Keep us safe in all of our endeavors, and also thank you for everything that we have. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. That was beautiful.
Paul, why can't you do that? See how selfless that is?
I'm going to try and take a little bit more.
Wait, can I just tell you the key
Does
difference?
that every time Seth does a fucking prayer?
Can I tell you the key difference? Your prayer is very selfish.
Selfish, I know.
Yeah, and Seth has nothing to do with himself.
I'm also been told that I'm not thankful for anything.
You're very, very ungrateful for everything.
Yeah, I've been reflecting on that. I had something ready if you were going to call upon me.
Oh, you do?
No,
let's hear it.
no,
Let's hear
no, it's not ready.
We got time
Just
for
some-
2 prayers.
Just some thoughts I had in my head.
He
No,
doesn't
we'll save
want
it for next week.
He doesn't want to follow up. He doesn't want to
Oh,
follow
let's
up.
save for
No,
next week.
I'm not following that act.
All right, boys. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Good night.